Morning, everyone.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning. All right, we ready to start?
State's ready, Judge. Yes, ma'am.
This is the state all-purpose calendar for Tuesday, August the 25th,
You got 2,000.
2026.
Brown.
Bucky Brown.
Yes.
How you doing? We're gonna start with number 7 and 8, Mr. Brown.
All right, good morning. Let's see, 7 and 8. All right. 7 and 8, or are these still going to be please?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, this is Marquise Brown. Position 7 is 25 CR 007896J. One count the theft of services. And position 8 is the FTA associated with it ending in 1488. All right. State.
Judge, state will dismiss that FTA for the plea to 25 CR 007896J, which that is the theft of services charge, Judge.
Yes.
And for that, state recommends 12 months with 60 days to serve, credit for time served, the balance of which is probated, 80 hours of community service, the Operation 21 law and decision-making class, restitution to Buckhead Movers in the amount of, it looks like $1,150. Stay away from that Buckhead Movers location at 4194 Northeast Expressway in Doraville.
All right. PD White.
Your Honor, that is our understanding of the negotiated plea. We would, so he did 3 days, the initial time of arrest back in December of 25.
Okay.
He was also on a failure to appear on this case, I believe in March, from March 5th to the 17th. We're just asking that he gets credit for all of that time.
And so how many days are you talking about, or weeks, or?
Well, it's a 60-day sentence, so it's 30 total days he has to do. But we've got that he's been in for 14 days at this point, plus the 3 days originally, plus that'd be 12 or 13 days on the other FTA. So it would be time served with possibly one more day to do.
All right. State, what do you say?
I'm sorry, I didn't get the math, Judge. If it's somewhere close, then that's fine. If it's somewhere close to his 60 days, I didn't get all the
14 plus
different.
3.
It's how many?
Go ahead and repeat it, Mr. White.
Please, so I can check my math.
Okay, so he did 3 days when he was initially arrested. There was an FTA back in March that he did 13 days on, plus the time that he's done now. My point is I want to make sure that he gets credit for that. He will get credit for the time that he did initially, obviously, and the time that he's done now, but we want to be able to stitch that other FTA on this case.
State has no objection to that, Judge, as long as it's in the amount of his 60 days and credit for any of the time that he served in relation to this case.
All right, Mr. White. So is it almost 60 or 59, 58? I will count it as 60. I think we're very close.
Well, Judge, I'd say it's closer to the 30, but it's the 60 days, so the 2 for 1.
Right.
Right.
All right, we'll give him credit for time served via time served plea, no additional days to serve.
Excuse me, Judge, of how many days do we need that?
Who's speaking? Can't hear you.
Miss Grace, is it
Oh.
60 and credit for time served 30, we need to have that on our paperwork. So I need how many days credit for time served.
Yes, credit for time served 30, 60, credit for time served 30.
Thank you.
All right, we ready to take the plea now?
We are, Judge.
Okay. All right, Mr. Brown, I understand that you wish to take a plea today. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you're raising your right hand so I can swear you in. Do you affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth and nothing but the truth under the penalty of perjury?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can put your hand down for me. I'm going to ask you a series of questions. Make sure you understand your plea today, all right?
Ma'am.
First question is, are you presently under the influence of any unprescribed medication, drugs, or alcohol that would impair your understanding today?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the services and representation of your attorney?
Absolutely.
Do you understand that by pleading guilty, you're giving up and waiving the right to the presumption of innocence?
Yes, ma'am.
You're giving up and waiving the right to remain silent and not testify against yourself?
Yes, ma'am.
That you're giving up and waiving the right to trial by judge or jury, whichever you prefer?
Yes, ma'am.
And you are prepared and agree to waive these rights today, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And has anyone told you that you would receive a lesser sentence for pleading guilty?
No, ma'am.
Has anyone promised you anything to plead guilty?
No, ma'am.
And do you understand that if you're currently on probation, it could be revoked or affected by a guilty plea today?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you understand that if you have an immigration status, it could be affected by the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you offer this guilty plea freely and voluntarily with the full understanding of the charge against you?
Yes, ma'am.
And as to the charge of theft of services, how do you plead?
Guilty.
All right, I will accept your guilty plea and you understand your conditions, correct?
Yes, ma'am. Stay away from
All
me.
right, and the restitution.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. Good luck to you.
Thank you, Ron.
All right, let's got position number,
Garland.
yeah, we do number 20, Mr. Garland.
Okay. 20 is Emmett Grubbs. What is the announcement?
Judge, it's 20, Antonio Garland.
Oh, I'm sorry. Antonio Garland. Is that still a plea?
It is, Judge.
All right. This is 26 CR 005384Y. Antonio Garland charged with 1 count of criminal trespass. State.
Judge, the state recommends a 12-month sentence with 90 days to serve, credit for time served, the balance of which is probated, and to stay away from all MARTA stations, rails, buses, any MARTA properties.
All right. Attorney White.
Yes, Your Honor, that was under our understanding of the plea. That's to accept the pleas negotiated.
All right. Mr. Garland, I understand that you wish to plead guilty today. Is that correct?
Judge asking.
Yeah.
I'm sorry?
I didn't hear
I think he didn't hear you, Your Honor.
Oh, I understand that you wish to plead guilty today. Is that correct?
Yes, but I need to talk to him for a minute.
Judge, if we could have 10 seconds.
All right.
And Judge, when the defense comes back on, I'd ask if they would stipulate as to the identity, the venue being Fulton County, as well as the factual basis for the plea.
Okay.
And also, Judge, she stated valid, suspended, valid, probated, I'm sure, and valid, suspended on our recommendation.
Okay, I'm sorry, that was my mistake. Then balance suspended and then staying away from MARTA. Yes, ma'am, Miss Grace, you're correct.
Thank you.
Well, we need to have this conversation when counsel is here to hear it.
Yes, ma'am. I'll just restate it, Judge.
Judge, we're good to go.
Okay.
Okay,
ASG Wojon wants to restate the offer.
yes, just restate it. Judge, that'll be a 12-month sentence with 90 days to serve, credit for time served, the balance of which is suspended upon the conditions of staying away from all MARTA properties. And
Yep,
then,
no, that was our understanding, Judge, and I overheard, we do stipulate for the purposes of the plea.
thank you.
All right, Mr. Garland, I understand that you wish to plead guilty. Is that correct?
Yes,
All right, guys, speak a little louder so we can record it properly, okay?
yes,
All right, raise your right hand so I can swear you in first. Do you affirm that the testimony that you're about to give is the truth and nothing but the truth under the penalty of perjury?
yes.
All right, and put your hand down for me. I'm gonna ask you a series of questions and make sure you understand your plea, okay?
Yes,
All right, if you can answer a little louder. Are you presently under the influence of any unprescribed medication, drugs, or alcohol that would impair your understanding at this time?
no,
Are you satisfied with the services and representation of your attorney?
yes,
And do you understand that by pleading guilty, you're giving up and waiving the right to the presumption of innocence?
yes,
That you're giving up and waiving the right to remain silent and not testify against yourself?
yes,
That you're giving up and waiving the right to trial by judge or jury, whichever you prefer?
yes,
And are you prepared and agree to waive these rights today?
yes,
I'm sorry?
yes. I mean, what was the question?
Are you prepared and agree to waive your rights today by pleading guilty?
The rights to a trial.
And you won't be having a trial, you're pleading guilty.
Don't want a trial, you want to enter guilty. Is that correct?
Yeah,
Okay.
yes,
Are you sure?
yes,
All right. And has anyone promised you anything to plead guilty today?
no,
Have they told you that you would get a lesser sentence for pleading guilty today?
No.
All right, and you do understand that if you're on probation, it could be affected by a plea today. All right, and do you offer this plea freely and voluntarily with the full understanding of the charge against you? And I'm sorry?
No.
Okay, so as to the charge of criminal trespass, how do you plead?
Guilty.
All right, guilty, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay.
Right, how many days credit for time served?
Yes,
What wrong with me? All right, this is 12 and 13, Mr. Crouch.
I can
Never mind, you know,
what for? Is there?
12 and 13. Is that Mr. Crouch?
Judge, we're gonna need a minute on Mr. Crouch.
Okay,
You ready?
we got, number 40, 41, 42, Mr. Manning.
okay.
Fine,
All right, 41 and 42. That's Brandon Manning. '26 CR 005364Y and charged with 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 charges. Driving in emergency lane, willful obstruction, reckless conduct, driving failure to keep a proper lane, fleeing and attempting to elude, and improper passing on the right. And then position 42, which is 26 CR 005365Y, criminal trespass and damage to property. State?
Yes, Your Honor. As to count one, 12 months served, 30 days credit for time served, balance probated, fine in the amount of $300, complete an 8-week anger management program. As to count 2, 12 months probation, fine in the amount of $500 plus 40 hours of community service. As to count 3, 12 months served, 30 days credit for time served, balance probated, $500 fine and 40 hours of community service. As to count 4, merges into count 1. As to count 5, 12 months served, 30 days credit for time served, balance probated, a fine in the amount of $1,000 and 80 hours of community service for that offense. As to count 6, 12 months probation, a fine in the amount of $300, and I totaled up the fine. I think they're correct. It's supposed to be for $2,300 plus 160 hours of community service, and they would be served on probation. As to case ending in the 365Y, the state would move to null pros that case. At this time, we ask that he stipulate to identity, venue, and a factual basis for the plea.
All right, so you're null processing the the criminal trespass and damage to property.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, is that your understanding, PD Ponder?
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, that is our understanding for the charge. At this time, we would like to enter a plea.
All right, so Mr. Manning, I understand that you wish to plead guilty to the first case on the calendar. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. I'm going to swear you in and then ask you a series of questions, make sure that you understand your plea today. Is that all right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, raise your right hand for me. Do you affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth and nothing but the truth under the penalty of perjury?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can put your hand down for me. First question is, are you presently under the influence of any unprescribed medication, drugs, or alcohol at this time that would impair your understanding today?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the services and representation of your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that by pleading guilty, you're giving up and waiving the right to the presumption of innocence?
Yes, ma'am.
That you're giving up and waiving the right to remain silent and not testify against yourself?
Yes, ma'am.
That you're giving up and waiving the right to trial by judge or jury, whichever you prefer?
Yes, ma'am.
And you are prepared and agree to waive these rights today, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And has anyone told you that you receive a lesser sentence for pleading guilty?
No, ma'am.
Has anyone promised anything just to plead guilty?
No, ma'am.
All right, and you do understand that if you're presently on probation, it could be affected by a guilty plea today?
Yes, ma'am.
And you do offer this guilty plea freely and voluntarily with the full understanding of the charges against you?
Yes, ma'am.
As to the charges of driving in an emergency lane, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Willful obstruction, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Reckless conduct, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Driving failure to keep in the proper lane,
Guilty.
driving, fleeing, or attempting to elude,
Guilty.
and improper passing on the right.
Guilty.
All right, I will accept your guilty plea. You have quite a few conditions and fines. Community service, you understand all that?
Yes, ma'am.
Good luck to you.
Judge, if I could just clarify count 4, which was driving failure to keep in proper lane. The state indicated that case charge merges into count 1.
Merges into count 1. Okay.
Yes.
And I wanted to clarify too on the amount for the days. I have that he's been in for about 17 days. And I believe that this would equate to a time served, I would imagine. I don't know.
The state intended for it to be a time served.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank
All
you.
right. Thank you.
All right, let's got position 25-26, Mr. Johnson.
Okay. The Ara Johnson,
Errol.
Era, okay.
Do we come back on this? It's one thing on this case that I wanted to look at. If we could just bring this one back
All right, we'll come back.
in. Sorry, thank
All right, position. All right, going back to, position number 12-13, Mr. Crowell.
Okay,
Been negotiated plea, Your Honor.
okay.
And did you say position 12 and 13 for Crouch? I thought I
Yeah.
heard the name Crowder,
No.
and that's
right.
14. Okay, yes, ma'am.
All right, 26 CR 0000300J. Avery Crouch, charged with 1 count of loitering and prowling, willful obstruction, possession of marijuana less than an ounce. And I think that charge is going to be no pros. Is that correct, State?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and then theft by receiving stolen property. It's count 4. And position 13 is the FTA with that ending in 1425, which will be no pros with the plea.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, go ahead, State.
Judges, you stated the position number 13 for the FTA is to be null pros for the plea to 26 CR 0000300J. The recommendation in that case for count 1, loitering, would be a 12-month sentence with 90 days to serve, credit for time served, stay away from Georgia Tech campus. For count 2, at 12 months probation with a $300 fine, no further violent contact with the law enforcement officer that is in that case. Count 3, yes, ma'am, is null pros. Count 4 is a 12-month sentence with 90 days to serve, credit for time served, the balance probated with 80 hours of community service. As part of the plea, State would ask for the defendant to stipulate as to his identity, the venue in this case, as well as the factual basis.
Right, PD? Do you
Yes,
so
Your Honor.
stipulate?
We do stipulate for the purposes of the plea. I have a couple of requests. First, we'd ask that the $300 fine be converted to an additional 30 hours of community service. Ask that his probation terminate once he completes the 110 total hours of community service, and waive the first month of probation.
For 30 hours community service, and I will waive 1 month probation.
And just again, we've got 18 days served on the original arrest back in January, and then 27 days since picked up on the FTA. So that should total 45, which would make it a 2 for 1 given this time served.
And that's your understanding, State? Credit. Time
Credit for
served.
time served for whatever he served in relation to this particular offense. Yes, ma'am, that'd be fine with the state.
All right, Mr. Crouch, I understand that you wish to plead guilty. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am, that's correct.
All right, I'm going to swear you in and then ask you a series of questions to make sure that you understand your plea, all right?
Okay.
Raise your right hand for me. Do you affirm that the testimony that you're about to give is the truth and nothing but the truth under the penalty of perjury?
Yeah, ma'am.
All right, good. Put your hand down for me. First question is, are you presently under the influence of any unprescribed medication, drugs, or alcohol that would impair your understanding at this time?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the services and representation of your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you understand that by pleading guilty, you're giving up or waiving the right to the presumption of innocence?
Yes.
That you're giving up and waiving the right to remain silent and not testify against yourself?
Yeah. Yes.
That you're giving up and waiving the right to trial by judge or jury, whichever you prefer?
Yes, ma'am.
And you are prepared and agree to waive these rights today, is that correct?
Correct.
And has anyone told you that you would receive a lesser sentence just for pleading guilty?
No, ma'am.
Has anyone told you that you would, has anyone promised you anything just to plead guilty?
No.
And do you understand that if you're currently on probation or have an immigration status case, that those could be affected by a guilty plea today?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you offer this guilty plea freely and voluntarily with the full understanding of the charges against you?
Understand.
And so as to the charge of loiter and prowling, how do you plead?
Yes.
So the charge of willful obstruction, how do you plead?
Yes.
And as to the charge of theft by receiving stolen property, how do you plead?
Yes.
All right, I will accept your guilty plea. You have conditions and a lot of community service. So good luck to you.
All right. Thank you so much.
All right,
Judge,
you're welcome.
We'd ask for termination upon completion and a waiver of first month's fees.
State, do you have any objection to termination upon completing of the conditions?
No, ma'am.
Okay, all right, and it will so terminate.
Thank you. Thank you, Ron.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's got 9 and 10, Mr. Clayton next.
All right, this is position 9, 26 CR 002786. Michael Clayton, charged with 1 count of driving while license suspended or revoked, suspended registration, and giving false information. And position 10 is the FTA associated ending in 1510, which I understand will be no pros with the plea. All right, state.
Yes, ma'am. The FTA will be null pros for the plea to 260 CR 002786C, which is the driving while license suspended registration and false information to the police. For count 1, driving on a suspended license, state recommends a 12-month sentence, balance probated with 30 days to serve. Credit for that time served. I said that in the wrong order. I realize that now. Balance of that 12 months after his 30 days is to be probated, a $500 fine. For the suspended registration, state recommends a 12-month sentence with 30 days to serve, credit for time served, the balance probated with a $200 fine. For the false information, state recommends a 12-month sentence with 30 days to serve, credit for time served, and the balance suspended on that one. And Judge, for the purposes of the plea, state would ask that the defense or the defendant stipulate to his identity, the venue, as well as a factual basis.
So stipulated.
All right.
And Judge,
Mr. Clayton, I understand that you wish to plead guilty today. Is that correct?
Judge, I'm sorry. A couple things quickly. We are
Okay.
asking to enter this as a NOLO, and convert his fines to 70 hours of community service and then ask for termination upon completion of the community service.
Okay, do you have any problem with the termination upon completion?
Judge, since this one is just more related to driving offenses, no, we would not.
All right. It will terminate upon completion of his community service. All right, anything else, Mr. White?
Not sure, or the NOLO request.
And yes, as long as he hasn't pled NOLO in the last 5 years, I believe it should be accepted. Did you see anything state?
Even if it has, I mean, the Department of Driving won't accept it. Yeah, so.
Yeah, so it'll catch it there either way.
Did you want me to look, Judge? Is that what you were asking?
No, it's okay.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. All right, Mr. Clayton, raise your right hand for me so I can swear you in. Do you affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth and nothing but the truth under the penalty of perjury?
Yes.
All right, thank you. I'm going to ask you a series of questions to make sure that you understand your plea, okay?
Yes.
All right. First question is, are you under the influence of any unprescribed medication, drugs, or alcohol that would impair your understanding at this time?
No.
Are you satisfied with the services and representation of your attorney?
Yes.
And do you understand that by pleading guilty, you're giving up and waiving the right to the presumption of innocence?
Yes.
Do you understand that you're giving up and waiving the right to remain silent and not testify against yourself?
Yes.
That you're giving up and waiving the right to trial by judge or jury, whichever you prefer?
Yes.
And you are prepared and agree to waive these rights today, is that correct?
Yes.
Has anyone told you that you'd receive a lesser sentence just for pleading guilty?
No.
Has anyone promised anything just to plead guilty?
No.
And you do understand that if you're presently on probation, it could be affected by the guilty plea?
Yes.
And do you offer this guilty plea freely and voluntarily with the full understanding of the charges against you?
Yes.
As to the charge of driving while license suspended or revoked, how do you plead?
Guilty.
As to the charge of,
No.
that's right, NOLO. As to the charge of suspended registration, how do you plead?
No.
And as to the charge of giving false information, how do you plead?
Guilty.
NOLO.
No.
Thank you. All right, we'll accept your NOLO plea or your NOLO.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
And let's get 2 through 6, Mr. Demario Brown.
Mr. Brown is pro se, Your Honor.
Excuse me, Judge. On the last position, number 9, did you waive any monthly fee for probation?
No. It's just termination upon completion. All right, this is position 4 and 5, Demario Brown.
It's actually 2 through 6, Judge,
And-
I believe.
I'm sorry?
I believe he's 2 through
Oh,
6.
2 through 6?
Yes, ma'am.
Ugh. And he's pro se.
Yes, ma'am.
And have you heard the state's offer, Mr. Brown?
Position 2 through 6, what is those now?
I can't hear you.
Do the positions 2 through 6, could you tell me what are those charges?
All right. My question to you, first off, was have you been told or heard the plea offer from the state?
No, ma'am, I have.
All right, you have quite a few cases and we have a lot to deal with. You understand that by representing yourself, you should know the laws of the state of Georgia.
Yes, ma'am, I was arrested for 2 charges. Previous charges.
No, well, we've got quite a few cases here. I will read them to you and then the state will tell you what the plea offer is. And you'll have to tell me pretty quickly if you're going to accept them or not. Otherwise, we'll have to reset you. The first charge is for case number 25 CR 001055K, where you're charged with terroristic threats and acts with the offense date February 28th, 2025.
And Judge, you want me to give the offer?
Yes.
Okay. Judge, this is a 12-month sentence, probation with 80 hours of community service. We'd ask for MHET, no further contact with a John O. and a Naomi Foster and any other employees at this location of 2655 Donnelly Hollowell Parkway, and we'd ask for a stay away from this location. This is going to be a global offer in regards to the 4 outstanding cases. So this is just number 1.
Right. The second case is 25 CR 004597K, where you're charged with simple assault family violence.
Judge, the state's recommendation in this case is a 12-month sentence. Credit for time that was served for this charge, the balance of which is probated. He is to complete a family violence intervention program, no further contact with a Casey Harris, and to stay away from the location of 3143 Hickman Drive and 2050 Fleet Street Southwest. Judge, this probation is to run consecutive to the 25 CR 001055K.
All right. And position 5, 26 CR 005385K, where you charge a violation of a family violence order, criminal trespass, and damage to property. That offense date is 11/1/2025.
Judge, the state's offer for this case would be 12 months to serve. It'd be concurrent for both counts, therefore then making the probation from the other 2 previous ones to run consecutive to his time that he'd served. So this would, I guess in relative order, this would be number 1, and then the 2 probated sentences be consecutive.
And then position 6, Mr. Brown is 24 CR 000002K, where you charge with fleeing or attempting to elude the police, driving without a valid license, reckless driving, center lane violation, and DUI under the influence of alcohol. And that offense date is January 1st, 2024.
Judge, the state's recommendation in this case for count 1 of fleeing or attempting to elude would be a 12-month sentence to serve 30 days, the balance of which is probated, credit for that time that is served, and a $1,000 fine. For count 2, driving without a license, a 12-month probated sentence with $500 fine. For count 3, reckless driving, it'd be a 12-month probated sentence with a defensive driving course and 2 victim impact panels. For the center lane violation, Judge, we would merge that into count 3. For count 5, the DUI, state's recommendation is a 12-month sentence with 30 days to serve, the balance of which is probated, credit for the time that is served, alcohol drug evaluation and treatment, risk reduction class, a $300 fine, and 80 hours community service. This sentence is to run consecutive to the 25 CR 004597K. So, Judge, this would be a total of a 48-month sentence with the first 12 months to serve, and then the conditions from the remaining to run consecutive.
Okay, which means they would run together.
The conditions, but it'd be consecutive probation. He can complete the conditions in that first, I guess, however long it takes him, but we would ask for the remaining 3 years of reporting probation just to make sure there's no contact, stay away, and give time to complete all of the fines in the community service as well as the classes.
Now, I was just making sure that he understood that consecutive means running together. And so, are you willing to accept this plea, Mr. Brown? I'm sorry?
I'm not guilty.
You're not guilty? All right, you want to go to trial, is that correct?
I need time. I will ask if I would like to drift the court better fine conditioning where I can try to get out and have the person that
I'm sorry, I cannot hear you. There's a lot of background noise.
not guilty, and I would just like to drift the court under binding conditions where I can the resources that I need, where I can prove my innocence, let the state, the burden of the proof, let the state hold that cannot prove that I am guilty beyond a reasonable
Okay,
doubt.
that's not what I asked. Okay, if you're
Not
not
me.
guilty, then we'll set your case down for trial.
And Your Honor-
I also like the address bonding condition, Your Honor.
Yes, he wants to address his bond as well. I'm not sure if you, it got a little noisy in here.
Yeah. I don't know what your bond is, so somebody would have to tell me.
I'll stay,
I'm not gonna ask you what it is. I will ask the state or someone else. Tell me what your bond is.
Who do you need to talk to? Oh,
I'm gonna try to look it up, Judge,
you wanna go next?
unless someone can do it quicker than me.
I had a 5,000 cash on bond that's equivalent.
Okay, hold on. I ask you to be quiet for a second, Mr. Brown. I will get it from the court records. I'm not going to get it from you.
Your Honor, he has a $5,000 cash bond. And that's on the criminal trespass 1,000 and violating a family violence order.
Hold on a second. That's position 5 because I got 4 cases here. So,
Okay,
which case we're talking about? Position 5, which is at 26 ending in 385K. So violation of the family violence order, you said is a 5,000 cash,
4,000.
4,000 cash.
And then he has the criminal trespass damage the property from 11-1.
Right,
Okay, so yes, 5,000 cash.
on the criminal trespass.
Yes, I mean, the total is 5,000. It's 1,000 on the criminal trespass, 4,000 on the violation,
Okay,
family violence order.
all right,
That's what's holding him. So that's the case that's holding him in custody.
okay. And does someone have his criminal history?
Good morning, Your Honor, I do.
Good morning.
He has 16 cycles total. There is an open case out of Baldwin County for disorderly conduct and willful obstruction. There's a 2016 first offender out of Fulton for cruelty first degree. There's a 2024 FTA out of Fulton and a 2017 FTA from the city of Atlanta. And if you give me just a moment, I'll check Odyssey.
Okay.
My computer's moving so slow. Okay, let's see. He has. There's an open case 26 SC 002402 for false statements and tampering with evidence.
Yes, Your Honor, relevance.
There's another open case 25 SC 000062 for theft by receiving stolen property, DUI less safe, and possession of open alcohol container. I think that's all, Your Honor.
All right. And so, Mr. Brown, the bond that I'm assuming you want to discuss is on the position 5, which is your cash bonds, 4,000 on the violation of the family violence order, 1,000 on the criminal trespass and damage to property.
Yes, ma'am. And may you mind if I address the court?
Say that again?
Mind
Can't hear you.
Do you mind if I address the court?
Do I mind if you what?
Address. Address the court, ma'am.
Yes, go ahead. Address the court. Yes.
I was trying, my concern with addressing the court was I was charged with a 5,000 cash on bond. If you give me a second, like 5,000 cash bond is equivalent to a 50,000 surety bond. And with the times that we in, the United States national debt has just reached 40 trillion. And we break it down to you, we just reached $40 trillion national debt. So with that being done, the Fed rate has went up 3%. And we're in a time of deleveraging and inflation. So the average working American, Atlanta citizen don't have $500 saved in that account. So I'm a low paying average citizen, so I don't have that money to pay the $5,000 cash. So I ask that you see me as a low paying working citizen below poverty.
I'm sorry to step in here, Judge, but I just wanted to, Ms. Welshon was probably not the one who conducted the original bond hearing. And the state asks for a high cash bond on the case. The court, meaning you, Judge Mincy, was a judge at that time. And the victim in the case had also disclosed to us during our initial C contact that the defendant has continued to violate any orders and has continued to attempt to make contact with her. This incident happened in November of 25, but since that time in July, there was an incident noted. And then on August the 10th, he also came to the location, and I don't think they have actually produced a charge for that yet, but took the Ring doorbell camera off the door. He's not supposed to be there. He's continuing to bother her. She does not want to have contact with him. And that is why we're concerned with the intimidation and his continuing to reach out and make contact with her, harassing her, intimidating her. And we think that he is a danger and safety. There are safety issues involved with her as well as the community. We'd ask that the bond remain as it's set.
All right. So Mr. Brown, you've heard the state, and I was the one that initially heard your case on the C calendar for the setting of the bond based on all of your criminal history, as well as the continued intimidation of this victim. In this case, I will continue with your bond on the 5,000 cash, 4,000 the violation of the family violence order, and 1,000 on the criminal trespass.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you.
So when is my next appearance?
When is that, Miss Grace?
When is my next appearance?
Hold on a second.
We're gonna reset it to the division, Judge.
You'll go up to the division judge, and I'm not for sure when that date will be. Since you've requested a jury trial or go to trial and not accept the state's offer.
Yes, now.
All right, thank you.
Next is position number 1.
All right, position 1. Jasmine Bradley, 26 CR 005344K. The charges are driving, hit and run, driving following too close, failure to maintain insurance, and failure to remove accident vehicle. State,
Judge, state's recommendation in this case on count 1 of the hit and run is a 12-month sentence with 30 days to serve, credit for time served, the balance of which is probated, a $300 fine, 80 hours community service, and defensive driving. For count 2, state recommends a 12-month sentence, probation, a $100 fine, and I believe that's to run concurrent with count 1. Count 3 is a 12-month probated sentence with a $500 fine to run concurrent. Count 4 would be null prost for the plea, and then a condition of probation is no driving unless insurance is reinstated and proof of valid driving.
and proof
And
of,
Judge, I'm sorry?
you said the last thing you said, no driving unless insurance reinstated and proof of,
The valid driver's license
oh,
that they have the valid to drive. And judges, for the purposes of the plea, I would ask that the defendant state or stipulate to identity, venue, as well as a factual basis, please.
all right.
Good morning, Judge. We stipulate, Judge, my only request, couple things is in light of the fines, I would ask the court to consider, one is to maybe waive the first 2 months of probation fees, and number 2, terminate upon payment of and completion of everything, Judge.
Okay. I will waive the first month of probation fees. And state, do you have any objection to terminating upon completion?
Since it's driving offenses, no, Judge.
All right, and we'll terminate upon completion. PD Haddad.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, Ms. Bradley, understand that you wish to plead guilty, is that correct?
Correct.
I'm going to swear you in first and ask you a series of questions to make sure you understand your plea, okay?
Okay.
Raise your right hand for me. Do you affirm that the testimony that you're about to give is the truth, nothing but the truth under the penalty of perjury?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, put your hand down for me. First question is, are you presently under the influence of any unprescribed medication, drugs, or alcohol that would impair your understanding at this time?
No, ma'am.
All right, and are you satisfied with the services and representation of your attorney?
I am.
And do you understand that by pleading guilty, you're giving up or waiving the right to the presumption of innocence?
Yes.
You're giving up and waiving the right to remain silent and not testify against yourself?
Yes.
That you're giving up and waiving the right to trial by judge or jury, whichever you prefer?
Yes.
And you are prepared and agree to waive these rights today, is that correct?
Correct.
And has anyone told you anything? Has anyone told you that you will receive a lesser sentence just for pleading guilty?
No.
Has anyone promised you anything just to plead guilty?
No.
And do you understand that if you're on probation or have an immigration status case, they could be affected by a guilty plea today?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And do you offer this guilty plea freely and voluntarily with the full understanding of the charges against you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. As to the charge of driving hit and run, how do you plead?
Guilty.
The charge of driving following too close, how do you plead?
Guilty.
So the charge of failure to maintain insurance, how do you plead?
Guilty.
All right. So those are the 3 charges. And I will accept your guilty plea. And remember, you cannot drive unless you have your insurance reinstated, valid driver's license, and the other credentials to drive properly, okay? All right, thank you so much.
All right, next we're going to 67 through 69, Mr. Williams.
At South Annex?
Okay,
Your Honor, I need breakout room with him
okay,
at some point. So, and I'm just so the court is aware, I'm handling all the ACDC pleas as well. So,
okay, great. Miss Grace, or who's the,
Useless has one.
I'm sorry?
Attorney Useless has one client here at ACDC.
Ms. Ulisi, I guess she can handle that while I speak.
While
to
you're in
Catherine.
breakout, okay,
Well, Your Honor, we can't go to breakout until she does hers, and then I'll put them in a breakout.
Okay,
Okay.
No,
So
he's
No,
going in
no.
a workout with South Annex.
right.
Okay, so I could go ahead and do the breakout with ACDC and Mr. Haddad.
No,
No,
South
South-
No, no, no,
Annex.
no, 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 no. Listen to us. South Annex. They're on the screen. You see South Annex?
I do.
Okay, so that's who needs to go in the breakout with Mr. Haddad.
Haddad. Okay, thank you so much. I misunderstood. My apologies.
That's okay.
Thank you, Ms. Young. Thank you, Judge.
All right. And Miss Ulisi?
Yes, Your Honor. Miss Silvera, she's currently being held on a
And
stalking.
hold on a second. I needed to know which case first, and then
Position
I'm gonna call it.
Yes, Your Honor.
59,
59? Okay.
55 through 59.
Okay. All right, this is position 55 through 59, 24 CR 001325A, theft by shoplifting, 24 CR 003100A, criminal trespass and stalking, and position 57 is 25 CR 003885A, DUI, and driving possession of open container, and driving hit and run. And then 58 is the FTA ending in 1388. All right, now tell me what we're doing.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you. Miss Silvera is currently being held on the stalking charge. And then she's also being held on 2 FTAs. So that is what we would like to address today, Your Honor. We would like to enter into a non-negotiated plea. Just for some context, Ms. Silvera, she was on the SAP calendar last week. The state, due to, not their fault, they've just been waiting to hear back from the victim. They have been unable to tender an offer in this case. Ms. Silvera, she's been in custody for 33 days now, and she would like to hopefully be given a sentence of time served upon pleading guilty to the stalking and criminal trespass case, which is 24 CR 003100A. And then she would also like to plead guilty to the 2 FTAs. And I can give you, I believe one of them is on the calendar. I'm not sure why, Your Honor, but on Odyssey, I see that she's being held on 2 FTAs. So she would like to plead guilty to both of those as well.
And I apologize, it is position 59 ending in 1389 is the other FTA. I'm sorry. It is on here. Both of them are on here.
Yes, Your Honor. So today we're asking for a sentence of time served. To my knowledge, and I haven't heard anything from the state last week as well. Miss Silvera has she has not violated any no contact orders or any stay away orders that were put in place in regards to the stalking and criminal trespass. She will continue to abide by, staying away from the victim in that case. You will not have to worry about her, being around the victim or having anything to do with the victim. She is, ready to take responsibility and ready to move on. And so that's why we're asking for a time served sentence today, Your Honor. Again, she's been in custody for 33 days today.
All right, the state has an offer here, I believe.
Yes, but it appears that she only wants to address the stalking and criminal trespass case. Is that my understanding?
Yes, and
our recommendation on that case was for her to, if you take it out of the global offer, that particular case, it was a 12 months served 30 days, credit for time served and complete a MHET. And then the stalking 12 months. I know it says consecutive, but it's a balance suspended. no further contact with Mr. Gibson. Stay away from that location. We did have an opportunity to speak with him. His concern was that, she was basically there living in the house. And he has indicated that he's not had any contact with her, so.
ASG Evans Battle, where is that offer? I don't believe I was sent the offer from the document that I have in front of me. I do see the docket for today, and I don't see any offers in the
Well, I did
disposition.
not realize that, I didn't realize that you were the attorney on the case, so I sent it to the attorneys who were on the announcement list.
Oh,
An
okay,
update, I sent them an updated calendar.
okay. Can you repeat the offer? It sounds like I believe Ms. Silvera will want to take that if you don't mind repeating it.
It's count one, 12 months probation, 30 days to serve, credit for time served, complete an MHET. For the stalking is 12 months probation, is consecutive, but it's balance suspended. No further contact with Mr. Gibson, stay away from the location.
So the balance would be suspended upon completion of the MHET?
And yes, whatever treatment that needs to be in place, yes.
And in regards to the 2 FTAs?
Well, we can do a time served on the FTAs. I don't know if she's gonna enter a plea guilty to them, that's fine.
Okay.
She still has those other open cases, you know that.
I do. We
Okay.
would just like to address the cases that are currently holding her. I've spoken with Ms. Silvera. We've talked about different variations of, and I know that she would like to accept that plea.
All right. Ms. Silvera,
Yes.
I understand that you wish to plead guilty to the criminal trespass and the stalking case, the 24 CR case.
Yes, that's fine.
Okay. All right. I'm going to swear you in first and ask you a series of questions to make sure you understand what your plea is today. All right, raise your right hand for me. You affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth and nothing but the truth under the penalty of perjury? You have to
Yes.
say yes, you can't shake your head. Have to talk, and
Yes.
speak loud. All right. So I'm going to ask you a series of questions and make sure you understand your plea for today. Are you presently under the influence of any, you can put your hand down. Are you presently under the influence of any unprescribed medication, drugs, or alcohol that would impair your understanding at this time?
No.
All right. Do you understand that by pleading guilty, are you satisfied with the services and representation of your attorney?
Yeah.
Do you understand that by pleading guilty, you're giving up and waiving the right to the presumption of innocence?
Yeah.
Yes. And that you're
Yeah.
giving up and waiving the right to remain silent and not testify against yourself?
Yeah.
And that you're giving up and waiving the right to trial by judge or jury, whichever you prefer?
Yeah.
And are you prepared and agree to waive these rights today?
Yeah.
And has anyone told you that you'll receive a lesser sentence for pleading guilty?
No.
Has anyone promised you anything just to plead guilty?
Mhm.
I'm sorry?
No.
Okay. And do you understand that if you're currently on probation or have an immigration status case, they could be affected by a guilty plea today?
Yeah.
Yes. And do you offer this guilty plea freely and voluntarily with the full understanding of the charges against you?
Yeah.
As to the charge of criminal trespass, how do you plead?
Guilty.
And as to the charge of stalking, how do you plead?
Guilty.
All right, I'll accept your guilty plea. You have some conditions and no. Just
No, it
conditions
said, mental health evaluation and treatment is,
is the only thing. And then no further contact and stay away.
correct.
Okay, all right, so those are your conditions. You understand those?
Yeah.
Yes, okay. All right. I'll accept your plea. Good luck to you.
Your
Uh,
Honor, if we could also address the two FTAs, I believe the state offered time served for the two FTAs that are also holding her as well.
yes, Your Honor, that would be, doing math again. Today is the 25th, so that's adding 6 days. That's 33 days that she served, correct?
Yes, that's what I also have as well.
And we
Today's
just asked that 33 days be commuted to time served.
And Your Honor, on the stalking charge, it can't be balance probated and balance suspended. So what is it gonna be?
That's what I was coming
Yes.
back. No.
But
So
it
is
could
it
be
12
balance
months balance
probated for the
suspended?
criminal trespass.
I said the stalking, Miss Evans battle. You said two things, balance probated and balance suspended. So it's gonna be 12 months balance suspended with no further contact?
Correct. Remember, that was consecutive to that criminal trespass. So that's why we did it that way.
I understand, but you're saying two different things. It can't be balance probated and balance suspended
I'm
and
pretty sure I didn't say balance probated on that stalking.
you did, and then you said balance suspended.
Well, I'm telling you now, then that is consecutive balance suspended on the from the criminal trespass count.
So once again, 12 months, balance suspended, no further contact and a stay away, correct?
Correct.
And on her two FTA charges, instead of non-processing, we're gonna do time served 33 days.
Correct.
Thank you so very much.
All right.
All right. Is there anything else when you take up?
No, Your Honor, that concludes my business. And I believe, just for the record, Your Honor has accepted the time served for the two FTAs.
And then those other two cases are going to be,
I believe it would go to Judge Roth's courtroom.
all right. Thank you.
Okay.
All right, Your Honor, that actually concludes my business. May I be excused?
You shall. Yes, you may. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Uh-huh.
Your Honor, does the court wish to take care of South Annex next, since that's the only case
The
that's
only thing, right. If we can, deputies, can we do South Annex?
I was about to call that number. Go ahead.
And Your Honor, this is going to be a negotiated plea on all three cases. That's position 68, 69, and 70. I was going to ask to keep restitution open. The offer was a little bit unclear because there's 1,200 and then there's restitution to remain open. But I'd like to keep it open, as in not commit to a particular dollar amount, Judge.
Okay. Could you just give me just a moment? I think there was some oh, I remember what happened with the victim. We can keep it open because they had an issue. He speaks a different language. So we didn't get it cleared. So that'll be fine.
South Annex, I don't know if we can fix this or not. I cannot see the defendant. There you go. Raise up a little bit. He's okay. And I know it just may be poor lighting, but
Yeah,
he's like a shadow. Okay, that's a little better. Thank you.
you're welcome, ma'am.
All right. So I'm calling now position 67, which is the FTA, 26 FTA 001526 on Joseph Williams.
Your Honor, I'm sorry to interrupt. Joseph Williams is the previous individual. This is Trayshawn.
Oh, Trayshawn Williams. I'm sorry. We have two Williams. This is Trayshawn with South Annex. Apologize. 25 CR 00624 SL with Trayshawn Williams. The charge is fair evasion and criminal trespass on position 68. And then 69, 26 CR 002073L one count of theft by taking, second count is criminal trespass, and position 70, 26 CR, excuse me, 005324L, charged again with one count of criminal trespass. All right.
Yes, Your Honor, as to the first count, fair evasion statement moved to null across that count. As to criminal trespass, 12 months served, 90 days, credit for time served, balance suspended, stay away from all MARTA locations. As to the case ending in 2073L, count 1 would be 12 months served, 90 days, credit for time served, balance probated, complete an anti-theft course, restitution to be held open, no further contact with Javier Hernandez. As to count 2, it'll be 12 months probation, complete 40 hours of community service, and stay away from all MARTAs in compliance with any suspensions that are in place. As to the case ending in 35324L, would be 12 months served, 90 days, credit for time served, balance suspended, stay away from all MARTA's location. These cases are running concurrent with one another. We ask that he stipulate to identity, venue, and a factual basis for the plea.
All right. Is that your understanding, Mr. Haddad?
It is, Judge. Judge, we stipulate for purpose of the plea, just for clarification, Judge, as to position number 68, which is 25 CR 006245L. He has spent 74 days in custody on that case. So that case would essentially be a time served sentence. On position 69, likewise, Judge, he has 74 days credit, so it'll be time served. Position number 70, he has 17 days credit. So with the 2-for-1, my calculation, he has 28 more days in custody to serve before he is released, Judge. I would ask the court to consider placing him on non-report once the community service is done. And if there's restitution, once the restitution is paid, of course, the stay away stays in effect with the non-reporting, Judge. But that would be my request, Judge.
All right, state.
I'm not opposed to the non-reporting once all the conditions have been met.
Mm-hmm.
Here's
All right.
I don't know what position 70 that Mr. Haddad he called out for Mr. Williams, but I didn't have it.
Can't hear you. Who's speaking?
It's Miss Grace, so we're gonna start this artist. I have to make sure I got the cases correct. Position number 67 is the fair invasion and criminal trespass, is what's showing on my calendar.
Yes, Your Honor. Ms. Grace and I spoke about that yesterday. The calendar that we received had 70 positions on it. There was a case that was a duplicate, and I don't know if the clerk's office sent out maybe another calendar that said 69. I renumbered mine, even though I told her yesterday that I was not going to go through and do that. But Mr. Haddad's calendar is from the original calendar that we received. So that's why the numbers are a number off. So everybody is probably going to be a number off. We just have to look at the
I
name.
know, that's why I was confused. So we have Mr. Trayshawn Williams at 68, 69, and 70. They're number all.
Your Honor, it was another calendar sent out right after that calendar, so our numbers are not off. Their calendars may be off, but they were resent out, so.
Well, that's why I read the case numbers more
Yeah,
so.
they went with the
Right.
first calendar they saw. She sent it out 5 minutes later.
So basically what I need is for the fair evasion and criminal trespass. Mr. Haddad, he was stating the credit for time served. Give me the credit for the time served on that.
74 days.
Okay, and then on the death by taking criminal trespass, give me the credit for time served.
74 days.
Okay.
And on the last one is 17.
Pass is 17.
Yes, 17.
Okay. So I need it. Thank you.
And we're ready, Judge Mincy. Thank
All
you.
right. And so, Mr. Williams, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I understand you wish to plead guilty, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'm going to need you to speak up just a little bit, and I'm going to ask you a series of questions to make sure that you understand your plea, all right? Raise your right hand for me. Do you affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth and nothing but the truth under the penalty of perjury?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. First question, you can put your hand down. First question is, are you presently under the influence of any unprescribed medication, drugs, or alcohol that would hinder your understanding at this time?
No, ma'am.
And are you satisfied with the services and representation of your attorney?
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
And do you understand that by pleading guilty, you're giving up and waiving the right to the presumption of innocence?
Yes, ma'am.
That you're giving up and waiving the right to remain silent and not testify against yourself?
Yes, ma'am.
That you're giving up and waiving the right to remain silent? That you're giving up the right to trial by judge or jury, whichever you would prefer?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you prepared and agree to waive these rights today?
Yes, ma'am.
Has anyone told you that you'll receive a lesser sentence just for pleading guilty?
No, ma'am.
Has anyone promised you anything just to plead guilty?
No, ma'am.
And you do understand that if you're currently on probation or have an immigration status case, that those could be affected by a guilty plea today?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you offer this guilty plea freely and voluntarily with the full understanding of the charges against you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so now let's get them straight with the cases. As far as the case ending in 6245L, how do you plead to the charge of criminal trespass? How do you plead to that charge?
Guilty.
Okay. As to the case ending in 2073L, the charges of theft by taking and criminal trespass, how do you plead to those charges?
Guilty.
And as to the case ending in 324L, the charge is criminal trespass, how do you plead to that case?
Guilty.
All right, thank you. And you understand you talked to your attorney about the completion of your conditions, all right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you. All right, and then who do we have next?
All right, we go, number 16, Mr. Crowe.
Okay. This is 26 CR 0053336J, Donnie Crowe, charged with 1 count of criminal trespass, willful obstruction, possession and use of drug-related objects, and possession of marijuana less than an ounce, which I see will be no pros. State?
Judge, state's recommendation in this case for count 1, criminal trespass, is a 12-month sentence with 30 days to serve, credit for time served, the balance of which is probated, and to comply with a MARTA suspension. For count 2, state recommends a $500 fine with 12 months probation. Count 3, alcohol drug evaluation and any recommended treatment with 12 months probation. And yes, count 4, we will not cross. And for the, does the defendant stipulate to identity, venue, and facts for the purposes of this plea?
We do stipulate for the purposes of the plea. Judge, we would ask to convert his fine to another to 50 hours of community service and ask that his probation terminate once he completes all of his requirements.
All right, state, you don't have a problem with terminating, do you?
Judge, we would just ask that maybe it go non-reporting, not terminate. That way we have the additional condition for staying away from BARDA.
Still have it under.
I'm sorry?
I mean, it would still exist under a terminated probation, but
Yeah.
still suspended for the time, so, but that's fine, Judge.
Unless you tell me something more serious than that, I would terminate him upon completion.
Okay, Judge, that's fine.
Okay. All right, Mr. Crowe,
Yes,
Oh.
ma'am.
I understand you wish to plead guilty.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, raise your right hand for me. Do you affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth and nothing but the truth under the penalty of perjury?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, put your hand down for me. I'm gonna ask you a series of questions. You need to speak to your attorney for a second?
No, ma'am.
We're good, Judge.
Okay, all right. Are you presently under the influence of any unprescribed medication, drugs, or alcohol at this time that would impair your understanding?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the services and representation of your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you understand that by pleading guilty, you're giving up and waiving the right to the presumption of innocence?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that you're giving up and waiving the right to remain silent and not testify against yourself?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you understand that you're giving up and waiving the right to trial by jury, whichever you prefer?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you prepared and agree to waive these rights today?
Yes, ma'am.
And has anyone told you that you receive a lesser sentence just for pleading guilty?
No, ma'am.
Has anyone promised you anything just to plead guilty?
No, ma'am.
And do you understand that if you're currently on probation or have an immigration status case, they could be affected by a guilty plea today?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you offer this guilty plea freely and voluntarily with the full understanding of the charges against you?
I do, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
And as to the charge of criminal trespass, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Charge of willful obstruction, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Charge of possession and use of drug-related objects?
Guilty.
And that's it. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
Morning, Judge.
Good morning. How are you, Mr. Murphy?
Good, Judge. I was advised by the PD to take position 66.
Okay.
And that's not quite a time served case. I haven't had a chance to speak with him. If we can reset to say Thursday.
All right, and what's the defendant's name?
Joseph Williams.
Okay, reset till Thursday. Can we do that, Ms. Grace?
That was,
I'm sorry?
he had went downtown court day anyway.
Oh, he's downtown. Okay.
Yes.
We could set it to 9.
Yeah.
Judge.
Say that again. We can't hear very well at all.
We can set it to 9/1.
9-1, Ms. Murphy.
Duly noted. Thank you, Judge. That's all I
All
have.
right, thank you. Take care.
Next is position 29.
And that was position 65, correct, Judge?
Yeah, whatever the number is,
Those
it's to 65, 66, but I think it's 60 something and 66 and 67, maybe. Joseph Williams.
And Your Honor, Miss Grace has a cold, so it's probably hard to hear her, so that's why I'm kind
Yeah,
of,
well, I think everybody has what I had, but I didn't give it to you over Zoom.
so that was Joseph Williams. He's going to be
Right,
9/1.
exactly,
And this
yes,
is Mr. Murphy's case.
right.
But that's why it's difficult to hear Miss Grace today.
I know, sorry, Miss Grace, I know how you feel.
Thank you, Ms. Young.
All right. Who do we have next, deputies?
Position 29.
29, okay. Let's see. Is that Jarvis Johnson?
No, that's Ariel Johnson.
Okay. I think our numbers are off today, so just give me the name, or the ones that I have anyway. So I have her as 27. She may be 28, not sure. Ariel Johnson. And is this still going to be a plea?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. Let me turn to it real quick. I have 26 CR 005409Y. And the charge, I won't sound for it, but it starts with the letter P. So we'll leave it at that. State, go ahead.
Yes, ma'am. The state's recommendation in this case is a 12-month sentence with 30 days to serve, credit for time served, balance of which is probated, 40 hours of community service in the Operation 21 law and decision-making class. And does the defendant stipulate as to identity, venue, and a factual basis for the purposes of this plea?
We do.
Thank
All
you.
right.
And Judge, we stipulate, and according to my calculations, as of today, Ms. Johnson would have spent 14 days. So I would ask the state, and I apologize, I should have done this beforehand, to adjust the recommendation from 30 days to 28 days. Basically, a time served sentence is what I'm asking.
State would have no objection to the 2 days, Judge.
Okay, thank you.
And if the court would be willing to place the case on non-reporting probation upon completion of the class and the community service, Judge. Thank you.
All right. She can go non-reporting upon completion, or is it termination or non-reporting?
I'm just, I will take termination, Judge, but if at the very least, a non-reporting, Judge.
State have any objection to termination upon completion?
Judge, I would just ask for non-reporting. I'll leave it within your discretion.
Just
And that would-
making.
And
Go
that
ahead.
would be given the nature of the charge, Judge. Just asking for non-reporting.
All right. I'm going to terminate upon completion of the conditions. All right, we ready to take the plea? All right, Ms. Johnson,
Yes, ma'am.
can you raise your right hand so I can swear you in? Do you affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth and nothing but the truth under the penalty of perjury?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you have to speak a little louder so we can hear you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I'm gonna ask you a series of questions and make sure you understand your plea. First question is, are you presently under the influence of any unprescribed medication, drugs, or alcohol that would impair your understanding at this time?
No, ma'am.
All right, are you satisfied with the services and representation of your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you understand that by pleading guilty, you're giving up and waiving the right to the presumption of innocence?
Yes, ma'am.
And that you're giving up and waiving the right to remain silent and not testify against yourself?
Yes, ma'am.
That you're giving up and waiving the right to trial by judge or jury, whichever you prefer?
Yes, ma'am.
You are prepared and agree to waive these rights today, is that correct?
That's correct.
And excuse me, has anyone told you that you'll receive a lesser sentence for just pleading guilty?
No, ma'am.
Has anyone promised you anything to just plead guilty?
No, ma'am.
And you do understand that if you're on probation or have an immigration status case, it could be affected by a guilty plea here today?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you offer this guilty plea freely and voluntarily with the full understanding of the charge against you?
Yes, ma'am.
And as to this charge, how do you plead?
Guilty.
All right, thank you. All right, good luck to you.
Next is position number 35 through 36, Ms. Jordan.
Okay. And this is Patricia Jordan,
Yes.
24 CR 005690F. One count of battery family violence and a simple battery family violence from February 23rd, 24. And then position 36 There's 26 CR 005166F, one count of criminal trespass, and a second count of criminal attempt to commit a misdemeanor. All right, state.
Oh, I have guilty.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
Hold on, Ms. Jordan. Hold
Mm-mm.
on.
Yes, Your Honor. As to the battery family violence and simple battery family violence, state moved to null pros that case. We believe it's a duplicate in which she's already, there's already been a disposition from the DA's office on that.
All right, I see that. Okay.
And as to the second case, I'm just now looking at the offer. Actually, it'll be 12 months served. 46 days is what I have. Credit for time served, balance probated. Stay away from all targets, specifically the one at 3660 Market Place Boulevard in East Point. She used to take an anti-theft class and complete 80 hours of community service. And as to count two, the state would indicate that actually will merge into count one. Acts that she stipulate to identity, venue, and a factual basis for the plea.
All right. PD Haddad.
Thank you, Judge. Judge, we stipulate for purposes of the plea, Judge, ask the court to consider placing her on non-report upon completion of all the conditions. She has, as of today, it would be 24 days, so it's a time served sentence, Judge. Thank you.
All right. The state has no objection. I'd like her to terminate upon completion.
No objections. Just admonish that she's still to stay away from the location.
Oh, yes, always still stay away from the target. And that's Marketplace Boulevard, Camp Creek Parkway. I believe that's that location in East
No,
Point.
it's the 3660 Marketplace. Is that what you said? I might have
I
missed-
did. At Marketplace Boulevard, to my understanding, is the Camp Creek location.
Okay, all right.
Uh-huh. All right, to stay away from the target there. All right, Miss Jordan, are you ready to take your plea now? Or do you still have a question?
ready to take my plea.
Okay, all right, raise your right hand, and speak a little louder for me. Okay, raise your right hand. Do you affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth and nothing but the truth under the penalty of perjury?
Yes.
All right, put your hand down for me. Are you presently under the influence of any unprescribed medication, drugs, or alcohol that would impair your understanding today?
No.
Are you satisfied with the services and representation of your attorney?
Yes.
And do you understand that by pleading guilty, you're giving up and waiving the right to the presumption of innocence?
Yes.
That you're giving up and waiving the right to remain silent and not testify against yourself?
Yes.
That you're giving up and waiving the right to trial by judge or jury, whichever you prefer?
Yes.
And are you prepared and agree to waive these rights today?
No.
I'm sorry?
No.
Are you prepared and agree to waive your rights today by pleading guilty?
No.
Ms. Jordan, what the court is asking, and Judge, just for context, that was the hang up last week. Ms. Jordan, what the judge is asking you is, do you want to have a trial or do you want to plead guilty? That's
I'll just plead guilty.
okay.
You want to plead guilty? Okay. All right.
I apologize, Judge. Thank you.
Right, making sure you understand. Has anyone promised you anything just to plead guilty?
No.
Has anyone told you that you would receive a lesser sentence just to plead guilty?
No.
And do you understand that if you're on probation or have an immigration status case, those could be affected by a guilty plea today?
Yes.
And do you offer this guilty plea freely and voluntarily with the full understanding of the charges against you?
No. Say it again.
Do you voluntarily and freely plead guilty today with the full understanding of the two charges against you?
Yes.
Okay, so as to the charge of criminal trespass and criminal attempt to commit a misdemeanor, how do you plead to those two charges today?
Guilty.
Okay, good. Thank you so much. Good luck to you.
Thank you, Judge.
Uh-huh.
Next is position number 37, Leggett.
Okay. Is it Cavaria, maybe?
Yes.
Okay. All right, sorry, I didn't think I was pronouncing that correctly. All right, this is 23 CR 005874L. Ms. Leggett is charged with 1 count of driving while license suspended or revoked and no insurance. And then on the second case, which is actually 3 cases, I believe, 24 CR 008383Y, 1 count of theft by shoplifting, 1 count of willful obstruction, and a 3rd count of criminal trespass. And then the third case is 26 FTA 001512. That will be dismissed upon the plea. And then the next case is 26 FTA 001513, which will be dismissed upon the plea. So it's actually 4 cases. All right, State.
Yes, Your Honor. As to the case ending in 5874, count 1, 12 months, served 10 days, credit for time served, balance probated, a fine in the amount of $1,000. As to count 2 would be a fine, a $200 fine. As to the case ending in, I can't see that far, A3, I believe it is. Count 1, which is the shoplifting, is 12 months served, 24 days, credit for time served. Balance probated, stay away from Walmart, is 6149 Old National. Take a anti-theft class. As to count 2, 12 months probation, served 24 days, credit for time served, balance probated, fine in the amount of $300. As to count 3, 12 months, served 24 days, credit for time served, balance suspended on that. And of course, we will move to null pros the 2 FTA cases. These cases are to run concurrent. Ask that she stipulate to identity, venue, and a factual basis for the plea.
Okay. All right, is that your understanding, Mr. Haddad?
It is, Judge. We stipulate for purpose of the plea, Judge, as to 23 CR 008574, my client has spent 21 total days in custody. So it'll be a time served sentence, of course. On the 24 CR 008383Y, she gets credit for 12 days in custody, which essentially is time served on both cases, Judge. In light of the fines, Judge, I would ask the court to consider waiving the first 2 months of probation fees and perhaps consider terminating probation upon completion of all the conditions, Judge. Thank you.
All right, I would like to waive the first month, 1 month, first month of probation fees, and can she go and can she be terminated upon completion of the conditions?
In light of the age of the cases, I'm not opposed to that.
Okay. All right. So now, Miss, is it Leggett?
Yes.
Okay, are you ready to take your plea now?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, raise your right hand for me so I can swear you in. Do you affirm that the testimony that you're about to give is the truth and nothing but the truth and the penalty of perjury?
Yeah.
All right, put your hand down for me. Gonna ask you a series of questions to make sure you understand your plea, all right? Are you presently under the influence of any unprescribed medication, drugs, or alcohol that would hinder your understanding at this time?
No.
And are you satisfied with the services and representation of your attorney?
Yes.
And do you understand that by pleading guilty, you're giving up and waiving the right to the presumption of innocence?
Yes.
That you're giving up and waiving the right to remain silent and not testify against yourself?
Yes.
And you are prepared and agree to waive these rights today, right?
Yes.
And has anyone told you that you'll receive a lesser sentence just for pleading guilty?
No.
Has anyone told you or promised you rather anything to plead guilty?
No.
And you do understand that if you're on probation or have an immigration status case, that those will be affected by a guilty plea today?
Yes.
And do you offer this guilty plea freely and voluntarily with the full understanding of the charges against you?
Yes.
And so as to the charge of driving on a suspended or revoked license and no insurance, how do you plead to those two charges?
Guilty.
And as to the charge of theft by shoplifting, willful obstruction, and criminal trespass, how do you plead?
Guilty.
All right. And those are the cases. Good luck to you.
Good luck. Thank you.
Mhm.
Next is position 40 through 48, Ms. Mohammed.
Okay. All right, this is Sakina Muhammad.
Yes.
All right. I have on my calendar 2 cases. Is that correct, State or Mr. Haddad?
Your Honor, it's a duplicate,
Or
sorry.
something, right?
Yes, so it's the same, at least the count that I have has 3 cases, but she only has that 1 case and an FTA judge.
Gotcha. And I'd rather just call the case number 24 CR 003159D, where Ms. Muhammad is charged with willful obstruction and disorderly conduct from May 20th, 2024. And then the FTA is 26 FTA 001525. That'll be dismissed upon the plea. So those are the 2 cases that I have. All right, State?
Yes, Your Honor. As to count 1, it's 12 months probation, fine in the amount of $300. Count 2 is 12 months probation, serve 30 days credit for time served, balance probated, no further contact with Patricia Ward. Stay away from the 768 Charlotte Place location that she stipulate to identity, venue, and a factual basis for the plea. Then we will move to authorize the FTA.
All right. Set your understanding, PD Haddad.
Judge, we stipulate for purpose of the plea, and I believe, and Ms. Evans Battle, I apologize, but I believe the state was amenable to change the recommendation to time served sentence, I thought. As of today, she would have spent 12 days in custody, Judge, and I was requesting essentially state's offer 24 instead of 30. But Ms. Evans Battle and I exchanged so many emails, I can't keep track now.
I know that there was another one that was like 24 days, but I didn't remember this one because there was an email back and forth about the victim
That's
indicating something else. Yeah, you just give me a minute and see what we actually decided on.
And I'm doing the same thing, Ms. Evans Battle.
Okay, yeah, we said that. Okay, then, so you could do that, but it's going to be
Right.
non-reporting.
That's correct.
Okay. Yes,
Your Honor, we're not requesting termination of probation. We're requesting non-reporting in this particular case based on negotiations that I had with Ms. Evans Battle.
Okay. And it would just be non-reporting. All right, anything else? Nope.
No,
All
Judge.
right. Ms. Muhammad, you're ready to take a plea today?
Yes.
I can't hear you. You got to speak loud and clear, please.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, raise your right hand for me. Do you affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth and nothing but the truth under the penalty of perjury?
Yes.
All right, and you can put your hand down for me. And I'm going to ask you a series of questions to make sure that you understand your plea, all right? All right, first question is, are you presently under the influence of any unprescribed medication, drugs, or alcohol that would impair your understanding?
No, ma'am.
And are you satisfied with the services and representation of your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
I can't hear you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And do you understand that by pleading guilty, you're giving up and waiving the right to the presumption of innocence?
Yes, ma'am.
And that you're giving up and waiving the right to remain silent and not testify against yourself?
Yes, ma'am.
And that you're giving up and waiving the right to trial by judge or jury, whichever you would prefer? I'm sorry?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And you are prepared and agree to waive these rights today, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And has anyone told you that you would receive a lesser sentence just for pleading guilty?
No.
Has anyone promised you anything to plead guilty?
No.
And do you understand that if you're currently on probation or have an immigration status case, it could be affected by a guilty plea today?
Yes.
And do you offer this guilty plea freely and voluntarily with the full understanding of the charges against you? I'm sorry?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So as to the charge of willful obstruction, how do you plead?
Guilty.
So the charge of disorderly conduct, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Good luck to you.
Thank you, Judge.
Huh?
That's all, Ms. Muhammad.
All right, next we got 59 and 60, Mr. Smith.
Okay.
Come on, Judge. This is going to be a negotiated plea.
Is this Jabri Smith?
Correct.
Okay. All right, and he has two cases. All right, this is 26 CR 00170B, Jabri Edward Smith, one count of fair evasion, second count criminal trespass. And then the second matter is 26 FTA 001516. And that would be no prost upon the plea. State?
Yes, Your Honor. As to count one, state would move to null pros that case. As to count two, it's 12 months, served 60 days, credit for time served, balance suspended, comply with any MARTA suspensions that are in place. And we would move to null pros the FTA. Ask that he stipulate to identity, venue, and a factual basis for the plea.
All right.
So
Didi
stipulate-
Ponder?
Yes, Your Honor, so stipulated for the purposes of the plea. And that is our understanding of the agreement.
All right. And so, Mr. Smith, I understand that you wish to plead guilty today. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, speak a little louder for me. All right, I'm going to ask you a series of questions after I swear you in and make sure you understand your plea today, all right? Say something again? Can't hear.
So, okay.
Okay. All right, raise your right hand for me. Do you affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth and nothing but the truth under the penalty of perjury?
Yes.
Okay, put your hand down for me. First question is, are you presently under the influence of any unprescribed medication, drugs, or alcohol that would impair your understanding? All right, are you satisfied with the services and representation of your attorney?
Yes.
All right, and do you understand that by pleading guilty, you're giving up and waiving the right to the presumption of innocence?
Yes.
That you're giving up and waiving the right to remain silent and not testify against yourself?
Yes.
That you're giving up and waiving the right to trial by judge or jury, whichever you prefer?
Yes.
And you are prepared and agree to waive these rights today, correct?
Yes.
Has anyone told you that you receive a lesser sentence just for pleading guilty?
No.
Has anyone promised you anything just to plead guilty? And do you understand that if you're currently on probation or have an immigration status case, they could be affected by a guilty plea today?
Yes.
And do you offer this guilty plea freely and voluntarily with the full understanding of the charges against you? And as to the charge of fair evasion, how do you plead?
Guilty.
To the charge of criminal trespass, how do you plead?
Guilty.
All right, I will accept your guilty plea. Good luck to you.
I guess we'll go 25, 26, Mr. Johnston.
Okay. All right, I have two cases and I believe it was Ara Johnson. I have 22 CR 002037E, driving while license suspended or revoked. And then I have the FTA ending in 1523, which would be dismissed upon the plea or no pause. All right, and state?
Judge, the state's recommendation for the driving while license suspended is a 12-month sentence with 10 days to serve, balance probated, and a $1,000 fine.
All right, PD Ponder?
Yes, Your Honor. That is our understanding of the offer. We would ask if the fine amount, since my client has been arrested or incarcerated for quite a few months, he's not working. It would be difficult for him to pay that fine if that fine could be converted to community service. And that upon the completion, we've asked that the probation either terminate or if it can become another reporting.
State?
Judge, state would have no objection to probation terminating since this is a driving offense, but we would just state on the record, there's no driving unless all driving requirements, everything for the license gets reinstated and becomes valid.
Can he convert that to community service?
Judge, I believe the fine for a suspended license is statutory. I'm not sure if that is one that can be converted.
All fines can be converted.
Yeah.
Okay, then there'd be no objection if the judge if you wanted to convert that, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, we'll convert it to 100 hours of community service. And it's a credit for time served plea as well. All right.
Yes, ma'am.
And it would terminate upon completion of the conditions, which is the community service. All right. And Mr. Johnson, understand that you wish to plead guilty today. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, raise your right hand for me and I'll swear you in first. Do you affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth and nothing but the truth under the penalty of perjury?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. I'm going to ask you a series of questions. First question being, are you presently under the influence of any unprescribed medication, drugs, or alcohol that would impair your understanding at this time?
No, ma'am.
And are you satisfied with the services and representation of your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you do you understand, I'm sorry, that by pleading guilty, you're giving up and waiving the right to the presumption of innocence?
Yes, ma'am.
That you're giving up and waiving the right to remain silent and not testify against yourself,
Yes, ma'am.
and that you're giving up and waiving the right to remain silent, I'm sorry, to trial by judge or jury, whichever you prefer,
Yes, ma'am.
and that you are prepared and agree to waive these rights today?
Yes, ma'am.
And has anyone told you that you receive a lesser sentence for pleading guilty?
No, ma'am.
And has anyone promised you anything just to plead guilty?
No, ma'am.
And that you understand that if you're currently on probation, that it could be affected by your guilty plea today?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you understand that if you have an immigration status case, it could be affected by your guilty plea?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you offer this guilty plea freely and voluntarily with the full understanding of the charges against you?
Yes, ma'am.
So as to the charge of driving on a suspended license, how do you plead?
I plead guilty.
All right. Thank you. Good luck to you.
Thank
All right. Thank you.
Fifty at 45, Mr. Miles.
All right. Give me 1 second for a moment. And I'll be right back, but it's 45. Mr. Is it Milam? All right, hold on 1 second. All right. We're ready to begin with Mr. Mylum. Jaquez.
None.
All right, this is 26 CR 005307L. One count of simple assault, family violence. Is that correct? Hello?
That's what I have.
Okay. State?
Yes, Your Honor. We originally sent an offer on this case. Our calendar, several people worked on it. When we got the announcements back, this case did not indicate that he had received an offer. I sent a notice over to defense attorney Mr. Ponder this morning and Mr. Haddad to let them know that the state was withdrawing its offer on the case. There has not been, the victim in the case was not notified of this hearing today. And I don't know what that person's position is. And under Marcy's law, we would, and the Crime Victims Bill of Rights, we would ask that this case be continued for us to be able to make contact with the victim. As we have withdrawn our offer, Mr. Ponder had not spoken with the client at the time we withdrew the offer.
And I have had a chance to speak with him this morning. So today we would be asking to be heard on bond, and we would be entering a plea of not guilty.
Say that again, PD Ponder.
Yes, I've spoken to him this morning, so we want to enter a plea of not guilty. We would like to be heard on bond to see if we could have
Okay. All right. So we'll hear the bond issue.
Just let's see if you were the judge. Okay, this case was heard as C. Judge Law was the judge on the case. Mr. Mylum, this happened May the 22nd of 2026. The victim is Imani Hodges. She indicated that Mr. Mylum and her daughter were having an ongoing conflict. And the daughter is Miss Woods, and Miss Hodges is her mother. And she indicated that there is and we verified that there is a battery against Miss Woods, who is her daughter, in 25 SC006248. Miss Hodges was on the phone with her daughter and overheard the conversation, began yelling and calling derogatory names. Miss Hodges further indicated that Mr. Mylum made threatening statements stating that he could call, that she should call her sons and that he would shoot everyone if needed. She advised that during the incident, he removed what appeared to be a Black Glock style handgun from his waistband and brandished it in a manner that placed her in imminent fear of her safety. She stated that the firearm was not directly pointed at her, but his actions caused her to fear for her life. And that she was actively on the phone with 911 dispatch at the time and informed them that the firearm was displayed. The defendant admitted to becoming irate and turned up, but of course he would indicate that he did not have a firearm. The parties have so that is the basis in which the case came before us. I was trying to see if I don't think I have a summary of the history.
I have it.
Okay.
He has 2 cycles total. There is an active warrant out of Fulton for a probation violation. Date of that warrant is February the 5th of 2026. He also has an active warrant from South Fulton for simple assault. Date of that warrant is May the 22nd of 2026. And then the battery that you spoke about was a 2025 first offender.
Okay.
And it's, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
And
all.
the bond is currently set at a $1,500 cash bond. We'd ask that it remain the same.
All right, 1,500 cash.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, PD Ponder.
Yes, Your Honor. Again, Mr. Malam, he denies the allegations, would like to have his day in trial. He's been living here his entire life, has a very limited history. I think the other, only one other conviction of any crime. Um, we would ask that the bond be reduced, if not converted to a surety bond. We would ask if it has to remain a cash bond that it be reduced maybe to a $500 cash bond, $1,000 cash bond, something that he could pay. Again, he's been in custody for almost 20 days or so. Hasn't been able to post that amount. So we will be asking for a reduction or a conversion for a bond. He's a high school graduate, lifelong resident, has ties here, has kids here, two kids, ages 8 and 16 months. He would like to be released so he could get back to them and start preparing his defense in this case.
Um, well, his history is not great. He's got the other warrants. Well, probation and then the one out of South Fulton for simple assault.
I believe that
That is this,
is
that is this case.
That is this case, not an additional case.
Yes, but he does have another warrant out, but it's not for South.
It's for probation violation from February 5th,
Correct.
26. Okay.
Correct.
I mean, he's eligible for a signature bond, but I understand the state's concern with it. Again, we're not asking for a signature, we're asking for just something that he could possibly
Okay, given his history, I would do a $25,000 surety bond. And the same conditions as before, I guess, to stay away, no further contact. So $25,000 surety?
25,000 or 2,500?
No, on this case, and I may take it down to a 20,000 surety. It's a pretty serious case.
Well,
So if it's not the 1,500 cash, then it would be a 20,000 surety and, give or take 10%, 2,000 or so.
could I talk to him for a second?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, Your Honor, well, if we would ask that it remain the same, we're asking if we could get a bond that would be more likely to be made, that this bond would be worse, so it's possible we would ask that it remain as the previously said, 1,500 cash bond.
Right. Okay. We'll leave it as it is, 1,500 cash.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, this is 48, Mr. Oliver. Yeah. I got video. I got video. What was that? 48.
Yeah, I think we have it as 49. Emmanuel Olive. It says 26 CR 005393C, Emmanuel Olive, charged with one count of criminal trespass and damage to property. What is this going to be?
Similar, we would like to, be heard on bond and, as for resets.
A bond and a reset?
Yes, because I don't believe there's an offer on this.
Okay, State.
Let me look up some information about what happened in the case. There's a $2,000 cash bond that is set in the case. So this one happened in March of 2026. In reference to the victim is Kayla, it's pronounced Kayla Robinson Smith, who indicated that Mr. Olive vandalized her apartment because Mr. Olive because she would not give him $25 to pay back someone he owed, and he needed the money, and she felt like she needed the money to feed her kids and told him she wasn't giving him any money. And he started to curse her out and vandalize the apartment. Their children, 2 children were present and inside the apartment. When this occurred, he threw milk, cereal, eggs, the apartment door. He also attempted to break all the windows in the apartment from outside, throwing children's prescribed medication and drinks, and advised that he did put a hole in the living room window. The officer was able to notice the damage there, as well as a Pediasure drink, which is corroborative of what she indicated, him throwing items. There's a rock in the window, some broken glass. She had moved the children to the hallway area so they would not be harmed. The officer took pictures as well, and she was working on getting a TPO. I don't know whether or not that occurred. Just let me look real quick to see if there is any prior. And if she give the prior history, I just want to look at the victim statement to see if she indicated there was anything prior as well.
I have 7 cycles total, currently on first offender probation out of Gwinnett County for willful obstruction. There's a 2023 conviction out of Fulton for simple battery, a 2017 conviction out of Cobb County for forgery 4th degree, a 2023 FTA from Fulton, and a 2015 FTA from DeKalb County.
The only contact we have is with the victim's mother, who indicated she has some issues. But other than that, I don't know any other additional facts that would cause us to change our recommendation or ask the court to set a bond aside the bond that's already in place.
Which is the $2,000 cash bond?
Yes. I was not the prosecutor on the seat for this, so I'm really not sure if they had additional facts that I don't have. But it's a Family Violence Act still.
On Emmanuel Olive?
Yeah, even, criminal damage to property is one of the named under the code section for Family Violence Acts.
Okay.
It's under the 19 whatever definition.
So the daughter of the victim was living with the defendant, that's correct? Or no?
The victim And then I know they share children, it appears. And
Okay,
that may be the basis for the DV unit to be involved in the case.
okay. All right, PD Ponder.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Olive, he is a lifelong resident of Georgia. He has four kids. Three kids, I'm sorry, ages 4, 1, and 8 months. He has some college experience. He's been here his entire life. He has ties to the community. His family is here. His life is here. Right now, he is currently unemployed after he's been in custody for about 15 days. Um, he would like to be released so he could get back to his kids. Again, he obviously not eligible for the signature bond. We would ask for a reduction, or if court not inclined, we would ask that the bond be converted to a surety bond to help him be able to hold so that he could be released.
Hmm. Um, I would give it a $15,000 surety bond. So it would, that's what I would convert the 2,000 cash to 15,000 surety.
Can I have 1 second to speak with you?
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor. We're fine with that.
You're gonna accept the 15,000 surety?
Would you be amenable to a 1,500 cash?
1,500 cash, whichever.
Okay. Yes, that's fine. Thank you.
Okay.
And Judge, just clear, the same conditions apply regarding the no contact with the victim. If you give me a moment, I can, if the court wants the actual bond conditions, or do you just want to say in compliance with the prior
Same conditions and the prior bond, right? And his attorney can remind him what they are unless we need to put them back on the record again.
That's fine, Your Honor.
Okay.
You can remind him.
Yeah, I'll let him know and I'll put it in or you'll need an order from me, correct? And I'll
That would be correct. And
right,
please.
and I'll let him know.
So is this being reset to 9/1 or what are we doing?
We would like to do reset to 9/1 if possible.
Thank you.
I don't know. Is it possible that offer be provided by 9/1?
Say what now?
Would an offer be provided by September 1st? Is that enough time for the state to?
Should be.
I don't know. We're gonna have to do a home visit at this point.
Or do you want a 2-week reset?
My preference would be
Or that next Thursday?
next Thursday is fine.
I mean, not Thursday coming up. It would be the Thursday
Right.
after the
Oh,
first.
yes.
Okay. All right.
What's that date?
Gotta look and see. Hold on.
That's
The
9/3.
third, 9/3.
Okay. Because I just don't think sometimes, I understand the state's dilemma, but they're languishing in jail waiting for them to find their victim to give an offer. And if you don't have a victim, then I don't know if you have a case. But we're starting to get a lot of these where there's no offer and you're, having people to sit more weeks in jail waiting on that. I'm not for sure that I personally agree that that's fair to the defendant.
Thank you.
I understand the state has to do their work or prove their case, but I don't think it should go on, weeks and weeks and weeks while you're trying to, locate or find a victim. So that's just my 2 cents on that.
Appreciate it.
All right, who do we have next?
Number 50, Mr. Perkins.
Similar announcement on this one, would like to be heard on bond, and we will ask for a reset to see if we could be provided an offer.
Man, don't put back. They don't forget about me. I'm gonna trust you.
This is Paul Frandy.
No, this is Douglas Perkins.
Oh, Douglas Perkins. Okay.
Yes, sir. I'm tired.
This is 26 CR 005316G. Douglas Allen Perkins. The charge is battery and giving false name or false information from August the 7th. Any updates from the state?
Just a moment. No, we did speak with her at the C calendar, but she has not been notified of this court date. Even though there was attempted, hold on a minute. Yes, Your Honor, we've, our last contact with her was, around the time of the C calendar. We've, attempted communication with her on the 24th in order to get her on the calendar, to notify of the hearing, but, we've not been able to make contact at this time. If he wants, the bond currently is set at $2,500 on the battery and 1,000 on, well, it's a 2,500 surety bond on the battery. Giving false name is a $1,000 signature bond. It's a split bond given by Judge Law on the 10th. If the court wants to know some facts about the case, look the police report. This happened August the 7th at Live Oak Trail. The officers arrived. They spoke with Patricia Osborne. and who indicated that Mr. Perkins was at the residence when she saw him on her Ring camera, saw on her Ring camera at her residence that her grandson's dog was able to get loose from the leash, stated that she told Mr. Perkins she had to go home and put the dog back on the leash because it was loose and she didn't want anyone to call animal control. He had been drinking. She explained to him that it was an emergency and what was happening, and he said it's always an emergency. He's going with her, but he didn't want to because he was tired and I had worked all week. She said she went down the steps and he said he hoped you fall down the steps. She proceeded to the kitchen area to get some beverages. He followed her, told her, cussed her out, and said that he was going to follow her around the house. She started to walk out of the home. He threw 2 bags of garden items at her and said that she was, and then as she started to pick the items up, she looked back and there he was, punched her in the face, punched her with a closed fist. She went outside in the vehicle trying to leave, and he had his hand stuck and he had his hand stuck in the window, and so she was able to pull his fingers. The officer was able to observe on her bruising around the face and her cheek, and met with her at a bank because she had left the location, and provided them information as to the location of where the incident took place and where she thought that he could be located. He said that she was acting irate in the house. He asked her to leave, and when she went to the door, he said that she tripped outside the door of the home. And that was basically what his statement was about the incident.
He's a visitor mom where I live. I have asked her.
I understand that. I just
But
believe
this-
that.
That's what I'm saying. She was my company. This is
Judge, and I don't, do you want me to give you the history, or does Ms.?
Yes, I was going
I
to
have
say,
it.
no, it's a bond hearing, but I don't have the history.
I have it. He has 8 cycles total, 7 adult arrests out of Pennsylvania. There's an active warrant out of Pennsylvania for simple assault. Date of that warrant is September the 4th of 2014. He's currently on probation for case number 23 SC 187862 for aggravated battery and aggravated assault. There's an 09 conviction out of Pennsylvania for simple assault, 07 conviction out of Pennsylvania for a drug charge and resisting arrest, as well as another 07 conviction also out of Pennsylvania for aggravated assault, and a 99 conviction out of Pennsylvania for a drug charge. Nothing further.
All right.
only issues.
PD Ponder?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Perkins is he's been in Georgia for about 17 months. Since 2019, I'm sorry. He's been in Georgia for since about 2019. He's been working as a culinary a cook with Blaze Incorporated. He's been doing that for about 17 months. He has been out of work for quite a while. He's been in custody for the last close to 20 days. He has a daughter. He desperately would like to be released so that he could get back to work. He's unable to obtain the money to post his bond. We would ask that the split bond be converted to a signature bond on both charges, so that he could be released. He adamantly denies the allegations. He would like to have his day in court. For those reasons, we would ask for a signature bond.
Not with that history. I'm not going to convert to a signature bond. I'll either leave it as it is. I'll go up on it, but I guess I won't do that, but I'll definitely leave it as it is.
All right, and it also, I believe the residence is his place of residence. Is there, I don't know if I believe there was a stay away. If it's possible that the stay away be lifted because again, that is his residence.
No,
I don't believe the victim
Yeah, we don't.
resides there.
I hear that a lot. And I guess if the state is at contact with the victim, they can call and find out. But I wouldn't do it today just based on we don't think she lives there.
Judge, that's part of the problem. Also, they didn't charge this as family violence, which would indicate she doesn't live there.
Right.
He doesn't have a stay away.
Does not, oh, he doesn't ever stay away.
Right. Okay.
There's no stay away on the order, correct? Miss Young?
There's no stay away, Your Honor. It just says no further contact with her and no drugs,
Well,
drugs or alcohol.
but I guess that's the problem if he can't have any contact with her and he goes there, even though
But
there's.
but she didn't say stay away from his home. He just can't have no further contact with her.
Okay, well, so
He's allowed to go back home.
that works. Again, she doesn't live there, so that should be no issue for her to return back to this.
We're not asking for any changes in conditions either, Judge. So if that's what's on the prior order, I don't believe I was the I keep saying ADA, but I don't believe I was the SG on this particular case. No stay away, then they would have determined in court that that's his address and not hers.
All right,
All right, that works. All right, thank you.
thank you.
So it's going back to Mr. Ponder, to the division judge.
Yes.
Very.
Well, I mean, I don't know. PD Ponder is going to the division judge, or are you asking for it to be reset?
Oh, because we don't have an offer, we were asking that it be reset to see if
Yeah, I think it has to be reset, Miss Grace.
9-1 or 9-3?
9-1 or 9-3?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. This one, I believe we would want to go ahead and enter the not guilty plea, set it to the trial count.
Thank you.
Sorry
right.
about
Who do we have next?
Number 51, Mr. Price.
I'm sorry?
Number 51, Mr. Price.
Oh, okay. This is 26 CR 005318C, Delonta Price, theft by taking. State.
For Price, Your Honor, as to the full count, we'd ask for 12 months, serve 30 days, credit for time served, balance probated. No further contact with Shakoya Duncan. Stay away from the 359 Village Broad Street location. Complete an anti-theft course and 40 hours of community service. Stipulate to identity, venue, and a factual basis for the plea.
You're on mute, Judge Benson.
it for the purposes of the plea. And that is our understanding of the agreement.
All right. And so, Mr. Price, you're willing to take a plea today?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, raise your right hand so I can swear you in. Do you affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth and nothing but the truth under the penalty of perjury?
Yes, ma'am.
Can't hear you.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, put your hand down. I'm gonna ask you a series of questions to make sure you understand your plea. First question is, are you presently under the influence of any unprescribed medication, drugs, or alcohol that would impair your understanding at this time?
No, ma'am.
And are you satisfied with the services and representation of your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you understand that by pleading guilty, you're giving up and waiving the right to the presumption of innocence?
Yes, ma'am.
That you're giving up and waiving the right to remain silent and not testify against yourself?
Yes, ma'am.
That you're giving up and waiving the right to trial by judge or jury, whichever you prefer?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you prepared and agree to waive these rights today?
Yes, ma'am.
Has anyone told you that you'll receive a lesser sentence just to plead guilty?
No, ma'am.
Has anyone promised you anything just to plead guilty?
No, ma'am.
And you do understand that if you're currently on probation or have an immigration status case, those could be affected by your guilty plea today? And do you offer this guilty plea freely and voluntarily with the full understanding of the charge against you?
Yes, ma'am.
So as to the charge of theft by taking, how do you plead?
Yes.
All right, I will accept your guilty plea. Good luck to you.
And I would want to, I should say earlier, if the probation could terminate upon completion of all of the, completion of the conditions, community service, and to theft, or if it could become non-reporting.
And say that again if you wanted to. I'd say that one more time. I'm sorry, PD Ponder.
Yes, we would ask that the probation terminate early upon him completing all of the conditions, the anti-theft, and the 40 hours of community service.
State, do you have any issues with that?
I guess the
No, Your Honor, no objection.
All right. We'll terminate upon completion of the conditions.
thank you.
All right, thank you.
We got number 63, Mr. Thompson.
That Michael Thompson
Yes.
needs to speak. What are we doing?
Well, I got the offer from the state. Wanted to, I guess, get some clarification, depending on what that is. It probably be a not guilty, but I wanted to hear exactly what the offer was first.
No, Mr. Ponder.
Okay. All right.
I think it's probably, yeah.
Right.
Should probably
Okay.
been more.
Right. So yeah, this is going to be a not guilty, Your Honor.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, I was what I'm trying to tell him was, I had a misdemeanor, court date in the cab for October 1st. And I don't really mind taking the plea, but then I'll be having a LTA for the cab for a misdemeanor. And, the offer was 2 years and 180 days served. So I was cool with the 2 years, but the 180 days, I mean, I'm fine with it too, but I still got a misdemeanor court date in the cab. And I was just wondering, could they just come down on the days, at least 90 days, and I'm still taking the 2 years probation, without going to trial and,
I'm not for sure what your question is, but I guess with the state, I don't know. I mean, PD Ponder, what is he saying? I can barely hear.
yes, that pretty much what I relayed to ASG Marriott Evans Battle. Seeing if they were willing to.
We're not willing to negotiate on the case any further than what we have done. This case probably had it's a more serious case than it just appears just from the charges.
Excuse me, man, why is it more serious? I just want to know why it's so serious because ain't nobody goes.
Because you split the victim's head open when you hit him. He just didn't get medical treatment. So that's why it's more serious.
Leave his head open, he didn't get medical treatment. I'll take the plea now. Yeah, I'll take it.
Could I have a moment to speak with him for 1 second? I'm sorry.
Yes.
All right, well, at this time, it will be a negotiated plea.
Okay. And so, Mr. Thompson, I understand that you wish to take a plea, is that correct?
Yeah, man.
And I'm gonna ask you a series of questions after I swear you in to make sure you understand your plea and your, and it is free and voluntary, okay?
Yeah, man.
All right. Raise your right hand for me. Do you affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth and nothing but the truth under the penalty of perjury?
Yeah, man.
Okay. Put your hand down for me. Are you presently under the influence of any unprescribed medication, drugs, or alcohol that would impair your understanding today?
Yeah, man.
Can't speak up, sir.
Yes.
No, the question is, are you presently under the influence of
ma'am.
any unprescribed medication? Okay. So your understanding is not impaired today, is that correct?
It's not. Yes, that's correct.
All right. Are you satisfied with the services and representation of your attorney?
Yeah, I'm saying that.
Do you understand that by pleading guilty, you're giving up and waiving the right to the presumption of innocence?
Yeah, man.
That you're giving up and waiving the right to remain silent and not testify against yourself?
Yes, man.
That you're giving up and waiving the right to trial by judge or jury, whichever you prefer?
Yes, man.
And you are prepared and agree to waive these rights today, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Has anyone told you you will receive a lesser sentence just for pleading guilty?
No,
Has anyone promised you anything just to plead guilty?
no, man.
And you do understand that if you're currently on probation or have an immigration status case, that those things could be affected by a guilty plea today?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you offer this guilty plea freely and voluntarily with the full understanding of the charges against you?
Yes,
And as to the charge of simple battery, how do you plead?
guilty.
And as to the charge of battery, how do you plead?
Guilty.
All right, I'll accept your guilty plea. Good luck to you.
Excuse me, man. I didn't want to make it specific that it's 180-day jail time.
I don't know what
Judge,
the
let
days
me,
are.
the recommendation, for the simple battery, it's 12 months, serve 180 days, credit for time served, balance probated, 40 hours of community service, complete a MHET, no further contact with Edward Everett. As to count 2 is 12 months probation, complete a 12-week anger management program, no further contact with Robert Palmer, stay away from the express food and drugs, and count 2 runs consecutive to count 1. So it is for 24 months of probation on this particular case. And I believe he's already perhaps stipulated to identity, venue, and factual basis for the plea. Judge, earlier, I know Mr. Palmer was on the line. I don't know if he has, it appears I don't see that particular phone any longer. I'm not sure who Mr. Samsung is right there, but if the court would at least sound for him so we can see if perhaps he's under one of these other names.
Mr. Palmer? No one responding by that name?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Children of Evans Battle, what's the address for the express food and drug battle location?
I'm sorry.
For Mr. Thompson, you have count 2, 12-week anger management, and for the Comcast and express food and drug.
Yes, let me get that location for you. Hmm. Well, I have it as, it just says Alabama Street and Broad Street. Well, I don't have a location. I have 46 Broad Street Southwest is the location. So let's just take that off because I don't have that named location. Mr. Palmer gave me that information. Or Mr. Edwards, one of them I spoke with.
So no sharing.
No, because I don't have an exact location.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, we're clear?
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Next.
Yeah, I have a couple of not gift labor that are in the
All
position.
right.
28, 29, Texas Johnson.
Say 28, 29.
Well, that is actually, we would ask for a reset if they're, to see if we can have an offer. Or just a reset to 9 next week, whichever day.
9-1 or 9-3?
It's 9-3 to be safe.
Okay.
If we have any more, I probably would prefer that they come on 9-1 because I will not be here on 9-3. So I don't know who is going to be here.
9-1 is getting pretty full. Well, it's already at 100%, so
Oh, okay then.
I gotta move it to 9-3.
Okay.
All right. Surprise.
All right. What else you got? Dee Dee Ponder?
Your Honor, I think somebody was holding on for Johnson. Oh, well, she may have logged off. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I think she must heard the announcement.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Judge, I have one announcement, so with the court's permission.
Yes, sir.
So I'm not sure which numbering it is, but it's
Right.
Alex Crowder, Crowder. I have it as 14 and 15,
Uh-huh.
and that's going to be a not guilty plea, Judge, and a waiver, Judge.
Okay. I have it as 14 and 15. Okay.
John Robinson, position I have 5253. Not guilty waiver.
Okay, let's see. John Robinson, waiver, not guilty, okay. Anything else?
I think, maybe, Donald Davis is also a waiver. I think that's the only one of mine that we don't cover.
Let's see, Davis. Donald Davis,
Yes,
okay. And you said that's a not guilty waiver?
that's correct.
Okay. What about, I don't know, Paul Frandy?
That was reset 9-1 judges. He's position 19 and 49. It's under two different names, but same person.
Oh, and 49, okay.
At least 49 on my count.
All right, I think I have it as 50, but okay.
I'm holding on position 64.
What's the name?
Antonio Walker.
Oh, we're gonna have to reset him. Apparently he's loaned out to Grady.
Who is that? Antonio Walker?
That's correct.
Okay. He'll be reset. What about Joseph Williams?
Went down.
Donna, I believe that's the case Mr. Murphy was
Talking
assigned
about,
to. Yes, Judge.
And he's in downtown court, so.
okay,
And I think Mr. Murphy has to reset it for, I think next Thursday is what I believe.
Yes, it was 9-3.
9-3. Thank
Okay.
you.
I'm gonna say Antonio Walker for 9-3 too, since he's a Grady loan out.
okay. Any others, Miss Grace, that we've missed? And she was released, Veronica Smith. Are you ready to reconcile or what?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Position number 1 was a plea. Position 2 and 3, 4 and 5, and 6 reset jail jury. Position 7 was a plea. Position 8 was non-prize. Position 9 was a plea. Position 10 was non-prize. Position 11 reset 9-1 SAP. Position 12 was a plea. Position 13 non-prize. Position 14 and 15 reset jail jury. Position 16 was a plea. Position 17 reset jail jury. Position 18 reset jail jury. Position 19 reset 9-1 SAP. Position 20 was a plea. Position 21 reset jail jury. Position 22, 23, and 24 reset 9-1 SAP. Position 25 non-prize. Position 26 was a plea. Position 27 was a plea. Position 28 and 29 reset 9-3 SAP. Position 30, 31, 32, 33, 34 reset further notice, defendant relief. Position 35, case would be non-prize. Position 36 was a plea. Position 37 was a plea. Position 38 was a plea. Position 39 was non-prod, position 40 was non-prod. Position 41 was a plea. Position 42 was non-prod. Position 43 and 44 reset for the lowest defendant was released. Position 45 reset jail jury. Positions 46 was a plea. 47 non-prod. 48 was reset 93 SAP. Position 49 reset 91 SAP. Position 50 reset jail jury. Position 51 was a plea. Position 52 and 53 reset jail jury.
Excuse me, I'm sorry to cut you off. I believe 52, is that Perkins?
Robinson.
52 we have as Price.
On
50
Perkins we have as 51.
Okay, let me call the name starting at the end then if I'm now.
Well,
Okay.
on Perkins, could we reset that one to next week instead of jail jury?
Douglas Perkins, position 50. You want it for 9-3?
Yes, that's fine. To see if an offer, if we can get an offer. Oh, but I guess. Yeah.
So 9-3?
I don't know. Would that need to be 9-1, Miss Evans?
I think she said 9-1 was full.
Yeah.
Yes, 9-3.
So do I need to start after Perkins and go to Price?
Yes.
Position 51, Price was a plea. Position 52 and 53, John Robinson, reset jail jury. Position 54, Regina Silvera, reset further notice. Position 55 was the plea. Same defendant. Position 56, Regina Silvera, reset further notice. On my calendar, 57 and 58 are the FTA, and you're going to, you're not non-prosecutors, correct, Miss? Okay, Mr. Haddad, I'm gonna need Miss Ulysses to send in that paperwork for these two FTA.
She applied on those.
Okay. Now we're at 59, Jabari Smith was a plea. 60, Smith, Jabari was not present. 61, Veronica Smith, reset further notice, defendant was released along with 62, reset further notice. Michael Thompson, position 63, was a plea. Position 64, Antonio Walker, reset 9-3 SAP. Position 65, Joseph Williams, Mr. Murray's case, was reset 9-3 SAP. Position 66, reset 9-3 SAP. Along with the add-on, if I'm not mistaken, he was also the add-on calendar.
That's correct. He was add-on position 1.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Jones. Position 67, 68, and 69, Trayshawn Williams. 67 was a plea. 68 was a plea, and 69 was a plea. Any questions, comments, or concerns?
I have a question about, you said 65, there's an add-on? For Joseph Williams, I have the 65 and 66 for him, correct?
No, the one of them is an FTA.
Right. Does he have an additional charge? I heard add-on somewhere in here.
Yes, he on the we have one add-on.
Yes, it was on the add-on calendar, so he has 2 cases in the FTA. So all those
Okay.
cases are gonna be reset.
Okay, I don't have the add-on calendar, so
Neither do I. I don't have an add-on calendar.
It was just him. It's okay.
can you just tell me the case number though?
One
Yes,
second. Oh, you got him, Melissa?
yes, it's 26 Ciara
Mm-hmm.
05604, the letter K.
0056.
04, the letter K.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, that's it.
We have a DV benchmark calendar, Judge.
I'm sorry.
We have a DV benchmark calendar.
Okay.
It's two people, it's Shabazz and the Samsung, Eric Morgan.
And they're both on, Judge.
Let me see if I got the calendar. Can somebody send it to me? I don't know, but I have it. Let's see.
Your Honor, while you're looking for that, Miss Cammy King, could you please unmute? Who are you here for?
That's probably Mr. Shabaris King is on the DV calendar, that's my guess. Oh, no, I'm sorry.
Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, good morning. I'm Shabazz King.
I have your name, ma'am. Hold on one second. They're gonna give you a number to call in just a moment. Thank you.
Ms. King, while we've got her, she can go ahead, give me a call at 404 612 2392.
I'm gonna repeat the 404-612-2392, correct?
Correct, yes.
All right.
King? Good, how are you? King,
All right, have the DV calendar when they're ready.
Is court still going?
It is, we're on a recess.
Your Honor, I have told Mr. Morgan that several times.
Who is he?
His name is Eric Morgan.
Oh, yes. Yes, you need to turn on your camera and be waiting, Mr. Morgan.
You can
Okay,
just
thank
leave
you.
it off, Your Honor, until they're ready to talk to him.
Well, you can leave it off until they're ready to
Because
talk to you,
One
but
time he in the car, he on the porch.
he needs to
He needs
stay
10 o'clock.
around. We have
So
not.
that's why I have his
Yeah,
camera cut off, but I've told him several times.
right. Stay on, Mr. Morgan.
I apologize, lady. I was just nervous, trying to make sure I was in the correct place.
You're in the correct place. I think she told you that, correct?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
All right, hold on.
Judge, we're ready for Ms. King on the DV benchmark calendar.
All right. Ms. King,
Yes, can you hear me?
we have to
Uh,
see you.
Can you see me?
Shavarez King.
Yeah, we need Shavarez King.
The host turned off my camera.
Who's Cammy King?
I'm the stepmother.
Well, you can't speak, but let's have Miss Shavarez King come on.
Yes, I'm here.
This is 23 CR 008386J. The charges are 2 counts of simple battery, so 1 count simple battery, family violence, 2nd count simple assault, family violence. Offense date April the 14th, 2023. This is a DV bench warrant.
Yes, ma'am.
Hold on.
Don't say anything right now, okay?
I didn't.
Okay.
All right.
Judge, you hear from me, state?
You probably defense because it's your motion to set aside, correct?
Okay, well,
Burden.
you guys will explain the court date missed and so on. Yes, Judge, Ms. King actually was never arrested for this case. You see the offense date is April 13th. There wasn't an accusation filed until 11/27. She wasn't even aware of the case until she found out from another part of the case that she'd missed it. She then immediately scheduled this. She's at the same address that she's always been. We just ask that you set aside the bench warrant and allow her to come back to court at a later date. I did explain to her that she can check online and or call the clerk's office going forward. But yeah.
All right, state.
Your Honor, the state's not opposed to the bench warrant being set aside. It did appear that this was accused and that a court date was sent to her. Our office has had contact with the victim in the case, who is Cammy King, and that's, I believe, one of the reasons she's on the line. But we've asked for some documentation from her. We don't have that there, just to kind of let her know where we are with the case as well, because it's my understanding she wanted to dismiss the case, but we would need that affidavit from her.
Ms. King, Cammy King. Turn on your camera.
Judge, with no objection from the state, can we let Ms. Shavarez King go? Or?
I do understand. When was the accusation was filed? 11/27. What year?
23, Judge.
Oh, the same year.
Well,
Okay.
in October.
That's 7.5 months later.
Okay.
Offense date.
All right. We will set aside the bench warrant. And as he said, Ms. King, just keep up as best you can too with the court date. So you don't, We can't have any control over snail mail sometimes.
Your Honor, can she verify her address, please?
Ms. Young, do you have like 3930 Grassy Trace?
No,
We got 125 Milton Avenue, apartment 2427.
And that's what I had too.
It's 3930 Grassy Trace, Fairburn, Georgia.
Hold on. I'm trying to get
All
back.
right.
Hold
No
on.
worries.
Okay, what is it?
3930 Grassy.
Is that the address that she put on when she came in to reset her case?
no.
So
I
what
don't-
address are you going with, Ms. King?
First, I want to say my current, yes,
When
my
you
current
came in to reset your court date, what address did you put on the form?
125 Milton Avenue.
So what address are we going with, Ms. King? Because they updated your address to that address.
It should be 125 Milton Avenue, apartment 2427, Atlanta, Georgia 30315.
So we do have the correct address, correct?
Yes.
That I called out, thank you. Go ahead, Mr. White. I'm
Thank
just
you.
trying to make sure.
I have nothing further. Thank you, Ms. Young. All right, Ms. King, you're free to go. Shavar is King. You're free to go.
I can't ask any questions because I don't understand in the terms of what's happening moving forward.
Ms.
We
King,
are withdrawing the bench warrant, so there's no more warrant out against you. And we're granting your attorney's motion to set it aside or to dismiss it.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
They're only dismissing the warrant.
The warrant, not your full case. You understand that?
That's
what-
a
Your
process.
case is not dismissed, just the warrant.
Okay, so what needs to, for the case to dismiss?
Talk to
what's
your
what-
attorney. That's why you have an attorney, Mr. White. More than competent. You need to speak with him.
Okay,
and Judge Mincy, I've explained to her that I'm not going to be the attorney on the case going forward. That she needs to call her office. They'll be
Call the office and find out and speak to them and they will explain to you what your next steps ought to be.
okay,
All right?
thank you.
Thank you.
All right. I guess I need to speak with Eric Morgan.
All right, Miss Cammie King is free to go as well.
Can I say something?
Not
I would
really.
just ask that you contact the victim advocate. I think they spoke with you already and told you the information that you needed to provide to our office. I just read the note where they spoke with you in May and told you what you needed to do, but
Shaking her
speak
head
back,
no.
but speak back with them. Speak back with them.
How do I reach them? Because I don't even know who. I haven't spoken to anybody since the incident happened. So I'm confused about what everything is going on. I'm just confused because I was
I'll
never
have the
arrested.
victim advocate reach out to you, then I'll send her a message while we're doing this other case to let them know they need to reach out to you about the process.
Do you want to make sure you have her correct number?
Okay, I can.
Hearing somehow.
The last four digits of your phone number is 3894.
No, ma'am.
And you didn't speak with anyone about this interfering with your daughter's ability to get a job?
No.
Okay.
I went down to the courthouse with her about 2 weeks ago, and they were telling me there was nothing I could do, that she had to go to court and that she had a bench warrant.
Oh,
Now,
yes, for that
I
part.
went down to the courthouse for that, but no one has reached me by phone. And if they're using the 3894, that's not my last four of my phone.
Okay, then can you put your number in the chat directly to ASG Evans Battle? If you're able to do that, please.
While that's going on, Mr. Morgan, can you hear us?
It's not letting me put it in the chat. Can I just give it
Have
to
you
you?
Hold
disabled
on,
her
hold
chat?
on. I disabled the chat because everybody keeps on just posting stuff. You should be able to send it to her now.
Mr. Morgan?
Morgan, it's finally your turn. Please cut on your camera.
Yeah, I've entered it into the chat.
Thank you. I'll have someone call you.
All right, thank you.
The camera said I'm not able to turn it on. Start my video. Okay. Here we go.
Okay. Mr. Morgan.
Morning.
I need you to give me a call, please. 404-612 2392.
The sound is going out. Step into another real quick. Hello.
We can't hear you good, Mr. Morgan. So can you hear the phone number to
Hello?
call? Yes, did you hear the phone number to call PD White at?
No, ma'am, I didn't.
Okay,
Because
give
the
it to him
sound was
again.
glitching in and out.
All right, give it to him again, Mr. White.
404-612-2392.
Yes.
Call him at that number.
612
Mute yourself and call him. at that
2392.
number. Yes.
Cora, 2 plans we got, can help.
Yes, I'm speaking for what?
No.
My camera is stating that the host has the camera turned off. Thank you.
All right. This is 20, let's see, where's the state? Miss Evans Battle? Okay. This is 20 CR 00105 OJ. Eric Morgan. 2 counts of simple battery family violence, offense date 1/26/2020. What do we have?
Your Honor, Mr. Morgan, never received his court date. His understanding was that it was sometime about 3 years ago that, it's the date that he missed. It's the only time he's missed as far as we know. And we just point out the age of the case is that, the incident date is 1/26/20. And it was accused, I don't know, 10 days later or so on 2/5/20. That's right before COVID. Everything shut down before COVID, about a month before. So, at some point, his case may have gotten lost in that crazy shuffle, but we just asked to set aside the bench warrant. He has corrected his address with the clerk's office. I also explained to him that he can check online and call the clerk's office to keep up with it.
All right. ASG Evans Battle?
Judge, the only thing I saw that there was a return of service from March of 2023, when there was a court date around that period of time. And then there was a change of address in May of 2023 by him. And that may be the address that, I'm not sure if there's been, I didn't see any other notices, but the clerk may have that information. So there was a plea and arraignment and he failed to appear for September of 2020. Then there was a peremptory calendar call that this case was put on and it was returned. The notice was returned, but I did notice that there was a different address in the system, but I don't see a court date after that, except for this one.
What address, Ms. Young, do we have in the system?
Because it looks like in May it was 3203 East Point Street with an apartment number.
We have 1917 Fairmont Street
Yes, and that's the one that was given,
on 818.
correct. Mhm.
Is that his correct updated address, Mr. White?
I thought I just heard 2 addresses, so I'm not sure.
Which is your current address, Mr. Morgan?
1917 Fremont Street, Atlanta, Georgia, Southeast 30315. That 30203 East Point Street, apartment number 3. That's my deceased grandmother's location, and she or my brother made a change of address on my name because she got tired of all the mail coming to her home. So,
Okay.
but the new 1917, that's the new updated address.
And there is no apartment number, correct?
Yes, no apartment. It's a home, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
The state's not opposed to the set aside, Judge.
Okay.
Thank you, Judge. So, Mr.
All
Morgan.
right, I'll sign that order shortly on the set aside. Bench warrant to set aside, Mr. Morgan. But what you need to do is to keep your address current and you can, as your attorney's already told you, check in with the court so you don't miss a court date.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
All right, you're welcome. Thank you.
Good luck, Mr. Morgan.
Thank you. Y'all have a blessed day.
All right, you too.
Miss Evans Battle. Miss
Can
King,
you, Chanel, can you kick out Miss King and then stop the streaming?
She
She's-
just came back for some reason, Your Honor.
Oh, she
was
came
out.
back. Oh, no.
I'm trying to address that, actually. She's
Oh,
trying
okay.
to get in touch with, she called here at the jail, trying to get in touch with the state, so
She
about.
gave her she didn't give her a number. You took her.
Yes, she did, Your
She
Honor.